Live. We're not live just yet, but we're live now, but they can't hear us. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the British Teen and Masters Championships 2022. My name's Sam, hi, and this is the one and only Claire.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to British Teens and Masters Comp. We're going to be with you all weekend, keeping you up to date with all the athletes, everything that's going on here down at CrossFit Southampton.
Excellent. Well, we're sponsored this weekend. This event is sponsored by HBHM and Fit Aid. So do make sure you go and check them out. They're all tagged on the Instagram page. We're going to be very shortly kicking out into workout number one, which is it's gone.
Yeah, workout.
It started well. If you are watching live, do drop some comments in, give some love to the people you're here to watch. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep you up to date with that. If there are any problems with the stream as well, just let us know. We're here. The internet, not amazing where we are, but it's good. It's okay.
We're piggybacking off my phone, so
There you go.
we're about to find out if I have unlimited data or not.
Well, the first event is out on the rugby pitch, and it is the tfench hotfoot. It is actually sponsored by tfench. That workout is for all of the athletes today. So we have many different categories. We have got there are lots of categories. We've got 13 to 15, 16 to 17, 18 to 21, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, and 60 to 64, and 65 plus. That's a lot of athletes, ladies and gents. So hopefully you guys are going to be supporting them from home, sending them messages of love and affection. This workout, tfench hotfoot, is the following: 8 sandbag to shoulder, which is with the bag on the try line. Then you sandbag carry over the halfway line. Then you're going to run 2 laps around the pitch, which I've been told is...
I believe the pitch is around 350 metres, so we're looking at 700 metres over the whole of the workout, probably accumulating nearly a mile and a half's worth of running.
So they've done the 2 laps, the first one, then they're back for 8 sandbag to shoulder. Then they're going to carry to the opposite side of the pitch and then run another 2 laps. Then they're going to do it all again. 8 sandbag to shoulder, sandbag carry over the back to the halfway line, then run 2 laps, then an 8 sandbag to shoulder, and then carry the sandbag to the try line. When the feet and bag are over the finish line, then that is when the time will start.
Yeah, only thing that varies on this workout for the different age groups is the weight of that sandbag. Our 13 to 15-year-old females will be doing 30 kilograms. Male equivalent age group will be 40. Females 16 to 17, a 40 kilogram sandbag. And I lifted that 40 kilogram sandbag last night. And well done, 16 to 17-year-old females. They are going to do a super job on that. Male 16 to 17, 50 kilograms. 18 to 55, all females will be at the 50 kilogram bag. 18 to 55 males, that is a 60 kilogram sandbag.
We are off, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the first heat is out and going. So we are Let me try and make that a bit bigger for you. There we go. We are off. Camera 2. So we have got wonderful camera people out and about on the field right now. We've got Jason, we've got his wife Rochelle, and we also have, who else is out there? I can't even think who's out there.
I think there's a third person as well, so hopefully we'll get some extra camera. If Jake's the one running with them, he's going to do a bit of a Marsden here and have to run alongside these athletes.
Yeah, so
look at that.
Love it. We're out and about. We are off.
All male and female athletes for this category, for this particular event, will go at the same time. So you've got quite a lot of people on the field for the 13 to 15 male and females. If you see your athlete, give us a shout. Obviously, we can't see the boards for this one. So if you do spot who you're cheering on, please give us a nudge in the comments and show them your support.
Looks like the first set of girls are off on their round of 2 laps.
That's correct, Sam. So they will have completed their 8 sandbag to shoulder heads, sandbag to shoulder, must hand release with that shoulder position. Move their sandbag and they'll be off on their first of their 2 running laps. 350 meters each lap.
There is a time cap for this workout. It is 16 minutes.
I think that's quite an aggressive time. You're really going to have to push that run.
This is frustrating. Oh, we're back. We are, I'm not sure I could even run that far in 16 minutes.
So if that field is in fact 350 meters, you are looking at approximately 1.5 miles worth of running. Come the end of that, adding in that sandbag. Still think it's a running workout. Hopefully you've been getting those miles in as part of your training. I know CrossFitters are slightly adverse to a run.
I'm going to say I'm pretty run.
I think it's something you either enjoy or you have to get good at.
Are they the only options?
Yeah, pretty much.
You either enjoy it or you have to get good at it. The judges have got a good run on this one, I reckon.
And you can see the athletes, they can choose to move that sandbag between the lines however they like. On the shoulder, I'd probably opt for in front. You can walk, you can run with it, but you must drop that sandbag on the end line before you head back out onto your run. I suppose the advantage of having it on the shoulder, although it's unstable with that running, if you're pushing that run, you're giving yourself that time to get a few breaths in before you head back out.
So you might see me in the corner not looking at the screen right now. I'm just doing a bit of admin on the screen. This is the first heat of the day. And
so guys, I'll just take you through some of the athletes that we have down there. So this is the 13 to 15-year-old female and male categories. We have Hannah Went out of CrossFit Whittam, Phoebe Davies, a JST athlete. Both athletes are returning athletes from last year. Both competed last year at the British Teens. And both athletes also straight off the European Championships. I believe Hannah took a 2nd at the European Championships and Phoebe a 5th position. So really super good caliber of 13 to 15-year-old females. Also got Amelia Wildgoose down there, whose father competes in one of the later categories later today. Amelia Pelter out of CrossFit Watford. Eliza Pratt from Fort Ashton CrossFit. And Belle Needham out of Wakefield CrossFit. Boys, we have Connor Trott, again, a returning athlete who has moved up from the 13 to 15 category. No, competed last year in the 13 to 15 category and finished 6th. James Steed, an independent athlete. Noah Macy from CrossFit Chilton. Pierce Gehring from West Country CrossFit. Rio Brown, R53 Norwich. And Samuel Williams out of CrossFit Bath. Good. Really interested in this 13 to 15-year-old male category, Sam. Every single athlete is top 12 in last year's UK Open. Sorry, this year's UK Open. And particularly Piers Gehring, 29th in the age group online qualifier and went through to finish 15th in the semi-final. So really interesting athlete to watch there.
Well, that's coming back. What must be second.
I believe that is Pierce. Any supporters of Pierce out there? Give him a shout. Making easy work of that sandbag.
Thank you. I will make sure my microphone is turned up. So, is that any better? Thanks, guys, for chucking some comments in there. Claire's doing a great job.
I think and then returning it to the shoulder. Problem if you're going to do singles or the it's an issue for you here is of course this age category 30 kilograms and 40 kilograms respectively. For the female and male categories as we move into those later categories where the sandbag increases in weight. Good, as Sam said, guys are out here using the tfench bag. The home of the functional and strong and home of the sandbag. Go and check them out. They've got some great products. We've had a little go on them this morning, last night. Super sandbags and some great offers on at the moment. So go and check them out.
When you say we, I have steered clear from that sandbag. Possibly can.
You know, teams that are out there have been able to get their hands on this morning.
Should have Snappy maybe coming into their third round of that.
16 people online. Give us a shout, guys. If you can see your athletes out there that you're cheering on. Believe that's Piers Gehring that we can see on the camera currently. West Country. Good few athletes coming in. Good, you can see in those later rounds, some people changing their tactics, popping it on the back of the shoulders, hopefully allowing them to get a few extra breaths in. Back end of this workout, 16-minute time cap for this one, and a good finish there.
The question is, Ben, do you think that these people want to see our beautiful faces the whole time, or do you think that they will see the logo? Because I'm happy for them to not see my face. Because,
I mean, I think, give the people what they want. There's 16 of you 18 of you online. You let us know. I'm on the wrong side. My angle's better on the other side.
you have a better angle.
It's early morning, Sam. It's very early. And having slept in a travel lodge last night, I'm somewhat fatigued.
Slipped in the travel lodge. I'm fatigued. Love that.
It wasn't great.
Good job none of these are sponsored by a travel lodge.
There you go, dropping another one through. Good. Hopefully, Jason, Rochelle, going to be able to grab some of these athletes once they've caught their breath. Obviously, 13 to 15-year-olds, they are first up. So the youngest, there we go, big finish there. The youngest members of the British Teens Championships, and everybody else who's down there, hopefully gaining some tips from them, seeing what went well, what worked for athletes. Always good to watch heats before. "22 people online." Nobody's saying that we should just replace us with the logo, Sam, which is it's a good start. Good.
They're concentrating on the action.
Guys who are just tuning in to us, who perhaps missed the first part. This is event 1, sponsored by tfench, home of the sandbag. These guys that are out there at the moment are the 13 to 15-year-old male and female categories. They have 8 sandbag to shoulders, a sandbag carried to the halfway line, 2 laps of the pitch, 350 meters each lap, so I'm told. They return to the sandbag, carry on with their cleans. Hand must be off at the shoulder. 2 laps around the field. Move their sandbag. Back to the cleans after their 2-lap run, and so on and so forth. Which equates to about 1.5 miles of running. Sandbags, different weights for the different categories. These guys out there at the moment, females are using the 30, males using the 40. The female finisher there.
Said it a few times, it's about 1.5 miles of running, but it doesn't sound any better any time you say it. I'll be honest.
And there's Jason, is it? Hopefully Jace will be able to capture some of the athletes that have recovered. Just going past Eliza Pratt there out of Fort Ashton CrossFit. Good, lots of photographers down there today as well, which is great. Hopefully you'll be seeing those photos over the weekend. If you are an athlete or athlete supporter, share them, tag us. Good, well done. Keep it going. So you're going down to those singles. I mean, it's going to be necessary at some point. They are awkward objects, very fatiguing. Lots of supporters down there. Great thing about last year. So we were coming off the back end of COVID last year. A lot of these young athletes, they don't quite fit into the teenage category or traditional classes at their local boxes. Lots of them train on their own, Sam. So, I mean, particularly last year, it was great for them to all come together and, you know, I think really motivating for them to see there's other teens picking this as a sport and, you know, you're not alone out there training in your garage or in the corner of your local box. Good, well done, that man. Can't quite see who that is, Sam.
Fit nutrition as a judge.
And again, I think, you know, a really unique competition. The judging's just fantastic, but equally at the same time, super motivating for these athletes who don't get the time to, you know, really be out there and have somebody cheering them on. This is a unique event. This is their spotlight event. Everything's done as online qualifiers. Unfortunately, because of their ages, whether it's masters or teens, a lot of the competitions, not to say they're sidelined, but this really is just a great focus for our teenage and masters athletes. I think that's the 16 to 17-year-old guys and girls lining up. Really well organised comp as well. Very quick changeovers. guys this morning met at athlete control and a walk down by the athlete control managers. You have to excuse me slightly on this one. My son is involved in this one, but I shall remain calm.
If we can remain calm, please, Claire, that would be very useful.
I will at least recognise him though. When when these athletes come back in this afternoon for their WODs within the gym, obviously we'll be able to give you a much better idea. They come with their name placards. Lane 1, that's Connor Kemp giving the thumbs up. Have you done your shoelaces double knotted, mate?
Oh. That's a life lesson, man. They're giving out life lessons.
Who else have we got there? Yeah, Ben Cole. Oh, the fantastic Ben Cole. Had a really successful year. A returning athlete, same category. So last year, Ben finished third, so podiumed in this category and remains in this category. And he's come off some absolutely fantastic wins for him over the last few months. Performed so well in the Open, 18th in the age group online qualifier. And then I believe he finished 23rd in the semi-final. Again, another teen athlete that's not too far off from qualifying for the games.
Who needs Brian's friend?
I'm like, as I say, it's I think it's important we know a little bit about these athletes. In this case, they're the future of the sport in the UK. Boys and girls, 16 to 17 category.
Oh, here we go. This is 16 to 17 category. Coming in hot.
Oh, well done. Various tactics there. I can see some doing singles, some holding onto that bag. There's the girls' side. Yes, 16 to 17 females making light work of this 40-kilogram bag. I picked this up yesterday. I love this as well. Boys and girls all going at the same time. Fantastic. That is a fast runner there.
Well, that's the thing, I mean, isn't it? So for the younger, certainly for the 18 to 21, because the weight doesn't jump up.
So your 18 to 55s go up to 50 kilograms. Yeah, 50 kilograms for females, 60 for males.
So for the 18 to 21-year-old males, that's not going to be super.
This is going to be a running workout. So this is what I was talking about with this particular WOD. The emphasis of where the WOD's going to test you is different for the different age groups. So a lot of these 16 to 17-year-old girls and boys, very strong, and it remains very much a running style workout.
So we are here currently, just to give you guys a little idea of what. Going on.
Yeah, so we've just been asked how many people are logged on. 30 of you, 30 so far. So guys that are logged on, go and tell your friends and family if you're cheering for a particular athlete. We are live streaming from Jason CF Media. Just saw one of the athletes slip there. Luckily, we've had no rain overnight. One of the main rules of this that came out from competition organiser Emma Dean was that no studs can be worn on this event. Deemed not to be fair, not all athletes have access to studs. And as I can see, I think most of them have opted for traditional CrossFit shoes.
To be brutally honest with you, I think that's quite fair. Because if it was me, I'd probably take a helicopter. And not everyone has access to a helicopter. So, you have to make these things very clear in the rules.
There's Connor Kemp coming around the corner. Recognise him.
I hope so.
Good. Quite a big spread on the field here. Good athletes on staggered lane starts. Good. Let me tell you a little bit about some of these categories. So 16 to 17-year-olds. We have Freya Gray, Kira Blunden, Lauren Walker, Lottie Absalom, Molly Butcher, and Tasia Reeds. Qualified in first for this event. Qualifiers were held in June of this year. A competitive weekend would be Molly Butcher. Molly Butcher qualified in first. Taking part in the Open this year at this category, had Freya Gray and Kira Blunden, finishing 17th and 8th in the UK, respectively.
So that people can see your beautiful face, though.
Wrong angle, Sam. Wrong angle.
Can we find the right one?
We'll let you know. We may be some time. Please don't. Good. I believe we've got Nathan Bland and Luke Fletcher there. Interesting thing about this 16 to 17-year-old boys category, the entire field finished in the top 15 in the UK in this year's Open, with Ben Cole finishing first, Harry Misson 5th, Connor Kemp 9th, Luke just behind in 10th, Tom Wright 11th, and Josh Bland in 14th. So in terms of Open performance throughout all of our categories, boys 16 to 17, a great category to watch this weekend. Good, and fantastic to see so many boxes represented, Sam.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot now. How many boxes are here being represented this week?
I don't know, but I will find out.
We'll get back to you tomorrow.
There is a lot of different boxes. As I say, most of these younger athletes, perhaps the CrossFit Teens program in their box, which is fantastic for health and fitness. Unfortunately, for their individual training, it often means that they're training at home on their own or in open gyms. I think for these youngsters and all age categories here, a fantastic amount of discipline to decide that that's the sport you're going to do. Perhaps when all your friends are involved in team sports or traditional sports and you do something that still is within the UK quite a niche sport. Good, you see there the very strict standards of it must come to the shoulder, be secured on the shoulder, and the hand must be released. Good, so there we have athletes just not completing that moving of the sandbag in one run. As you can imagine, as you're coming off that 350 meter times 2 run, and then you're having to move a sandbag, compressing it against your chest. That is extraordinarily hard work. Good, as we say, once these guys are back in, we'll obviously have their name cards. I'll be able to give you a heads up. I'm sure you can see your athletes. Ben Cole, that is just coming through. That's a T-shirt gone. How very CrossFitty of our youngsters. You're going to go and have to get that T-shirt. If it, oh, I wouldn't like to speculate. Good. Back to the females. Good. Looking strong on the run, girls. I've sent people to tell him to run faster. So
he does have a bit of a blessing in disguise with his mum being sat a good, well, maybe half a mile.
Yeah, that's probably the distance I need to be away. And any of you guys that are watching online that are parents, you'll know how I'm feeling. And mum coach is not welcomed at CrossFit competitions. That's why I've got this job, so I can leave him alone. Good, great to see last year as well. Lots of these teenagers coaches traveling down with them, making time for them in their busy schedules, you know, supporting their young athletes, which is brilliant to see. Those legs starting to get a little heavy now. Good, Josh Bland, Connor Kemp. Good, I believe that's possibly Harry Misson. It's very difficult to see.
Oh, my microphone's got very loud all of a sudden. Let's turn that down. Yeah,
good, camera 2 now. Good work. That's it. Go on. Good. Choosing to move that sandbag on the shoulder, giving you that few minutes breathing space. We've got scoring just in front of us as well, set up in the gym.
Unfortunately, they can't see you.
Yeah. Good, guys, you can check out the leaderboards at Competition Corner if you want to see how your athletes are doing.
We love it when people chuck comments in. Rack biceps curl athlete. The difference to the Elite Madrid Championships is that the Masters T-Com has a live stream.
CrossFit Madrid Championships, we are available. Should you want to fly us out to Madrid, we're all in. Thank you, Rack Bicep and Curls.
Rack biceps curl athlete.
Yeah. Bro sesh. You know, those legs getting heavy on those athletes now. Two events for all athletes today. Over the weekend, team, we have 5 scored events split over 4 events. Good, Connor Kemp there. Whoa! Good, it's Luke Fletcher. Good, and taking that traditional bear hug position. Good, Connor Kemp, one-armed with his arm fully extended. Nice. Bit that's flamboyant. I think he looks super.
That is someone back to the halfway line, it looks. So they must be into their 3rd round now.
3rd round. Ben Cole, I think, on camera 1, looking strong. Good for our females. So Molly Butcher qualified in 1st. Lottie Absalon in 2nd from CrossFit Free Soul. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, The CrossFit Level 1 was run at CrossFit Freesole a couple of weeks back.
Yes, Tom Forder was there, I believe.
Tom Forder of Chalking Fitness getting his Level 1 hit. Next Level 1, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, will be CrossFit Direwolf in Essex on November the 2nd. I don't know how I know that.
It's not the next Level 1. So there's actually one in America
next
week.
Next UK.
Next UK one, I believe, yes.
I think it's
November 12th.
It's the beginning of November.
12th and 13th. In fact, I believe, now, so this stuff you don't get to hear. I believe the one and only Nicole Crouch, who finished 3rd at the European Championships, is doing her Level 1 at there.
Well, somebody better tell her Connor Kemp's doing it as well. So I love this, though. Lots of athletes going and doing the Level 1. Really important for athletes to do it, I think. Not I don't know anybody who's gone on the Level 1 and not had the most fantastic experience.
I had a great experience on my Level 1.
With Fran.
Huh?
With Fran. Great experience on Level 1 with Fran.
Well, no, we didn't actually do Fran.
Did you not?
Don't tell me. I think it's because I couldn't do pull-ups.
Oh.
No, that wasn't actually.
No, I feel bad now.
No, it was a while ago. It was 3 years ago. In fact, it was 3 years ago, about now. I might even look that up. You know?
Look it up.
I think it was. It was in September, certainly, of 2019.
32 people watching. Guys, this event is sponsored by tfench, home of the sandbag, the functional and the strong. Go and check out some of their products. Excellent products. Whole event this weekend is sponsored by HBHM, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, for all your CBD products. If you're in-house and you're watching within the box on the live stream, you can hop over to their hub at the back of CrossFit Southampton. They've got a burpee challenge, if you like that sort of thing, with lots of giveaways and prizes, but you have to do burpees for them.
I'll tell you what you could do, if you're watching at home, do the burpee challenge at home. We need to find out what the burpee challenge is and people can put it on their Instagram story.
Please do, and we will find out for you. And if you tag HBHM, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, I'm sure they'll share it for you. Looks like Ben Cole has finished there. Good man, Ben. It looks like he had fun.
It looks like he hasn't even worked out. That's disgusting.
Harry Misson there. Oh, Luke Fletcher. So this sandbag has had quite an effect on this category compared to the 13 to 15-year-olds. So I think we're coming to the back end of this workout now. And the 16-minute time cap is looming. Like I say, I don't think I could run a mile and a half in 16 minutes, let alone put all that work in between. Good. Other sponsors for this weekend is Fit Aid, Energy and Athlete Recovery. Good job, that athlete. Good.
Fit Aid had actually just released some new caffeinated drinks. They are very, very, very tasty.
We need to head over to the Fit Aid stall, Sam, and stock up. We obviously have some music playing over the feed for you. Within the box, Zach Wild is currently pumping out Marvin Gaye.
Fortunately, people can't hear that on the screen.
It's making me quite emotional. It's hard not to
I think we've hit the time cap on there.
Yeah, I thought so. Quite a lot of athletes, I think, just outside the time cap on that. That sandbag's starting to have a real effect on being able to finish this workout. Good job, guys. Well done.
We're back in. I can't think while Zach Wild is playing Central Heating in the background.
I'm trying not to
But
concentrate on it.
So that's not coming out like. Oh, hello. We've got. It looks like we've got a.
Can you hear us, Sam?
Now, come on.
I'm not sure if they can. Ben, well done on your event 1 win. Thank you. So I was listening to the judges. They were saying it was all in the sandbag. So in the 8, kind of you had a nice little flick as you were getting out to the shot. Do you think that's what you kind of track people down each round?
No, I think the top bit we're fighting on the run, and the people who struggle on the sandbag. It's going to be that's where it's going to be. It's just if you can move the sandbag and then fight, then it'll be the run.
Well done. We'll let you catch your breath. Catch up with you later. But then.
The winner, I believe, male event 1, tfench hotfoot. Good start from Ben Cole. Two events today. Yeah, Joe and Lou Pressony, if I've got that right, guys. Well done, Ben. Good job.
Great job, Ben.
Good. So Ben finished 3rd at this event last year. The Europeans a couple of weeks ago.
Hello, Mum.
How was it?
Yeah, it was challenging.
No,
So well. We're proud of them. Yeah, the sandbag was quite heavy for me, but just tried to push the run.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was last on the last bit, and then I caught up in the run. So.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that was our interview with the one with Nicola Kemp. I'm liking this. It's a behind-the-scenes interview.
I couldn't hear any of that. Obviously, we're mic'd up, but hopefully it was appropriate.
I'm unfortunately the only one with a headset. I could maybe get you a headset for tomorrow. You'd have to listen to you all day, though.
I'm all right about that.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't really get a choice.
Good, and that was Connor. Not quite sure where he finished. Connor, my child, but also just a little bit of background about him. Coming back from a broken ankle earlier in the year, unfortunately, did a full Scott Panchik off a rope. Came down, the rope was underneath the rig, rolled his ankle.
Did a
Connor. He did. That was having the rope left underneath. This was the rope at home, so it was entirely my fault and not our box's fault.
Wondering that is in fact my day job. Extremely frozen, but we'll carry on talking anyway, just in case.
Yeah, let us know, guys. Like I say, this is set up as well as we can. Hopefully, we're sharing some information and you're getting it. And yeah, I can see some of you guys interacting, so that's great. Should have some of the athletes from the first couple of categories coming back to the gym shortly. 18 to 21 females and males. Fortunately, only 3 females in the 18 to 21 categories. We've got the reigning champion, Romy Slern Dawson, coming out of, it's Rocket Apparel Athletics, one of the clothing brands. Who has a set of athletes like a few of them do now. She was first last year, qualified in first this year. And we have, I believe, Hannah McMahon. I could be wrong. I believe she's withdrawn. I will have to check that, but I did see her on the withdrawn list, which is a real shame because she was 68th in the age group online qualifiers and finished 6th in the Euros from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. So I will have to check, but I believe it's Romy and Lydia. Lydia is out of CrossFit Beowulf.
Where is Mr. Nathan Bland?
Nathan will be in this category currently on. So 18 to 21 males. We have Bertie Miller from CrossFit Theta, Kean Dunphy from Homebox, Bear Walden CrossFit, Ed Cook under JST High Performance, but also comes out of Unit 22. Harvey Jones, a returning athlete. He's an independent entry. Very unfortunately, Miguel Buzzaro, that we were hoping to see, a Brazilian athlete who just finished 13th at the Games in the 16 to 17-year-old category, doesn't join us this weekend, but did take part in the qualifiers. And then we have Nathan Bland, CrossFit Sunderland. I am excited for tomorrow to see Nathan Bland. I can't tell you why, but some of you who are supporters of Nathan Bland may well know. I was trying to build the anticipation, Sam. It is a part B of a workout tomorrow, is a max clean and jerk. Nathan, if I'm correct, National Fitness Games last weekend performed a complex of 1 power clean, 1 front squat and 1 jerk at 152 kilograms. He's in the 18 to 21 age category. 152. I did have a quick catch up with Nathan last night because he's the best in the Northeast. There we go.
I'm assuming that's Nathan.
It is Nathan.
Best in the Northeast.
So we got
and England.
So we got
and Europe.
Jensen Tillier. Nathan did speak to me last night and told me lots of his supporters would be logging on to watch him. I did have a word with him last night about the lift, and is it fair to reveal what numbers he was thinking of trying to hit? No, we'll keep it a secret, but I'm excited, Sam. At 18 to 21 boys, we have a full field bar, Miguel. Interesting thing about this one is within your 5 athletes that are competing, you have 4 quarterfinalists. 4 quarterfinalists.
I can see behind the camera there are some grown-ups leaving the gym at the moment, making their way to the rugby pitch.
Yeah, so a really great job by Athlete Control here. As I say, this first event is an off-site event. Athletes are escorted down there with a athlete control person. Nobody's left to their own devices. Super professional, super well run. Good. Event organised by Emma Dean and her mum. Just a fantastic effort, and hosted out of CrossFit Southampton, the home of the current CrossFit Games Masters 40 to 44-year-old champion, Kelly Friel. Really lovely of CrossFit Southampton and Kelly Friel to give up the gym for the weekend. Obviously, boxes have customers and busy classes over the weekend, so super appreciative of that. So, just a reminder, this is WOD number 1, Hotfoot, sponsored by tfench. We are looking at the males 18 to 21 and female category 18 to 21 years old. Their respective weights are 50 kilograms for the female athletes, 60 kilograms for the male athletes. Like we discussed at the beginning, Sam, this is where perhaps the sandbag weight starts to have a bit of an effect. We saw the 13 to 15-year-olds, the majority of the field, finishing this workout. I think as we go through these age groups, we'll see slightly less people finish with that aggressive time cap of 16 minutes. And nearly
time cap on very heavy weights.
Yeah, very heavy weights, very heavy weights.
We've got some people in the comments. What we got? Morning. Where can we see the leaderboard? Thanks. Leaderboard will be up when the scores come in. It'll be on Competition Corner. We will post that in the. It's on the Instagrams, and we'll make sure we post that in the YouTube comments as well for you. We've got Kevin Dunphy. Let's go, Kian.
The legend that is Kevin Dunphy, father of Kian Dunphy, out of mine and Sam's home box, CrossFit Bear Walden.
Bear Walden CrossFit.
Or Bear Walden CrossFit. Good. Kian, I'd like to give some athlete background stories. Kian will appreciate this. Trains extremely hard. He's one of these athletes that trains very much on his own. Really very, very disciplined. Known Kian since he was 9 years old. Began karate with me. And I couldn't, unfortunately, in one of our halls, we had the old school gym climbing monkey bars. And I'd come in to teach karate, and Kian would have let himself in and climbed up the monkey bars. Every time I'd be like, Kian, you can't go in there and just keep climbing up the monkey bars. And then I gave up in the end. And I said, we're going to have to take you to CrossFit. It's the only thing to do. And he's absolutely thrived. Really excited to see him this weekend. He's only his second in-person competition. So really great experience for him. Fantastic. He has his family with him as well. Lots of supporters for teens and masters athletes. Victoria Uwu. Woohoo! Kian. With a very long version of Kian written. Yeah, leaderboard is Competition Corner. We have scoring just in front of us. So if we can tell you anything in advance, we will do. Leaderboards will probably be updated at the end of each event. Some of the 18 to 21-year-old athletes out there tackling that sandbag. I believe this is Lydia. Good, big hip hop, hand off. Good, that sandbag must be secure on the shoulder. Good, like we said, Sam, I'm starting to see that sandbag just having a compounding effect. Good girl, that's it.
Solid work here for these 18 to 21s.
So, guys, we have some of our scores in. 13 to 15-year-old categories are in. We had Hannah Went of CrossFit Whittam finishing with 100 points, followed by Belle Needham, Eliza Pratt, and Phoebe Davies. That's our 13 to 15-year-old female results. 13 to 15-year-old males, not up yet, but that is a confirmed result of 13 to 15-year-old females. So Hannah in first, Belle second, Eliza third, and Phoebe in fourth. Something else that's hugely noticeable if you were here last year, these teen athletes look dramatically different in a year. It's a testament to their hard work. Some of the organisers, event staff who have saw some of these kids that they saw last year were taken aback. Good. Currently watching for you guys joining us, the 18 to 21 female and male categories. That sandbag is at 50 kilograms and 60 kilograms respectively.
I've just dropped in the comments the leaderboard link. So if you go to that link, it should take you to the leaderboards.
Looking forward to seeing some of our 13 to 15 and 16 to 17-year-olds returning to the box. The rugby pitches are just a short walk away from the venue, but I think we can all appreciate the logistics of getting all those sandbags down there. And brilliant to have an off-site event, Sam, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's a shame they don't have a lake.
Well, it's funny you should say that. That sounded ever so set up. I do believe one of the first years that they ran this event, paddleboarding was event number 1. And it was in the docks down at Southampton. But
That's genius.
I know.
Genius.
I know. You thought the Euros did it first. British teams,
I didn't
the Masters. And again, it shows that the wide variety of skills that you now have to have. There's Cian Dunphy. Let's go, Cian. Good lad.
It really is testament to the wide variety of skills that you need to have these days, isn't it? Because if you,
Yeah, I think lots more teams adding swimming, running into their programming. They're very specific skills. I mean, swimming, to be a good swimmer takes a lot of time and investment in improving that technique, becoming technically proficient at that, much like weightlifting, gymnastic movements. It's just another component, I think, that more and more people are paying attention to.
having a good swimming coach is definitely key. I was watching a video this morning about Ian Thorpe.
Yes.
And how he completely changed the swimming space because his technique was so different to everybody else. He was able to breathe and move.
Yeah.
Which was fascinating.
Yeah. And I think we're seeing it a lot more. Your sort of, your weekend competitions. We're starting to see swimming involved. I think we've just seen it at Battle for Middle Ground. It's a regular at Strength in Depth Origins. Expect to at least have some of your athletes in the pool. Where's the nearest pool? That's what I want to know for next year. Yeah. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm on it. But again, it's it's understanding that you have to spend a period of time in all of these activities to become competent. I mean, not just competent. These 16 to 13 to 21-year-olds, a fantastic array of skills. I think that's Romy that we can see. Well done, Romy. Last year's champion. Some of the Masters athletes that are still in the gym, warming up. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. These guys are incredible. If we're talking about CrossFit for longevity and health and wellness as we get to the back end of these age categories, 65 plus, this is quite phenomenal to see.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed that Jason's not running around the whole track. I know he can't hear me, which makes it seem better.
Good. Yeah, keep those comments going, guys. Let us know who you're cheering for. Good. If you're up at the box still, we have lots of things going on this weekend. Lots of supporting brands. We've got the guys from Rebel, www.rebeluk.com. They have a late summer sale. Head over there. Lots of event offers on. If you're watching this up at the box, multi-buys on athlete T-shirts, multi-buys on socks. Can't get enough socks. And there is a new season just launched online. So, yeah, I love a sock. Yeah. Makes you feel like you've got something new. I believe that is... I want to say it's Lydia from CrossFit Beowulf. And there we see one of our athlete judges also having to move those sandbags. Fitness, Sam.
Not really, it's just trusting my fitness and knowing that in the long run, touching down is stage by day. Trusting the workout, which is really running. It's so much fun just to finish with this. I wouldn't take that if I was you.
I'll be honest, I couldn't make out a word of this.
I believe that was the winner.
I believe so.
I think it was Bertie Miller. Good. Some athletes still continuing, still not at that time cap yet.
I think we must be at the time cap.
Maybe just. I think that's Nathan Bland. Just walking back in. Just behind. Just behind. No, that's Jace.
We'll see if we can get some more interviews for you guys. But for now, Claire, talk us through some of the other athletes, because we've obviously got some the next heat coming up now, which is going to be our 30?
Yeah, so this is where we miss that traditional, the events that everybody wants to watch categories when you're watching the games or, an RX competition. And now we skip to our 30 to 34-year-old categories.
Jump into an interview now, Claire.
I was fine on this, and then the second you get back on that top, I was actually white to definitely come heavy.
You know what today.
Exactly.
Ready. Is there a workout you're looking forward to as a
Clean jerk tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, nerves are gone now, so it's all good.
Yeah, and sun's back.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you, you too.
We're back in.
Oh, well done there, Romy. Good start. Good start. Yeah, so we move into that category that, say, under the open, 30 to 34 would be in with the 20-year-olds. So this is a very unique category just for them. We've got females, Katie Clarkson out of CrossFit Southampton, so a homegrown talent. I'm just seeing if Jason's crossed into a live interview there.
I think we're just about to start this next week.
Oh, well, they look very relaxed. So Katie Clarkson, CrossFit Southampton, homegirl. Kerry Smith, ex-Lab Worthing. And Lee, and I apologise, Lee, if I get this wrong, Key Roos of 1871 CrossFit. If Lee Keroos is still entered, which I believe she is, she came 12th in fittest in Cape Town. I know.
Went all the way to Cape Town. Well, I assume she went all the way to Cape Town.
Well, I presume so. I haven't checked the withdrawals in the last hour or so, but those are your three female athletes for 30 to 34. Lee Keroos qualifying in first, and then we had a couple of athletes not accept their spots. So then it went to 4th position, Kerry Smith, and in 5th, Katie Clarkson. So athletes 2 and 3, 2nd and 3rd from the qualifiers back in June, didn't accept their invites or obviously got other commitments. Good. Remember, this is a whole weekend competition from the Friday through to the Sunday. So 30 to 34-year-olds giving up work or having to negotiate those things to join us here. And well done, you guys. 30 to 34 males, Sam. Joe Barnett, ex-Lab Worthing. John Behe, Built in the Shed. What a great box name. Built in the Shed. Yeah, yeah. Good. Matt Tyler, Defiant co-athlete, quarter-finalist from 2022.
I actually know Matt Tyler quite well.
Fill me in, Sam. Let's go.
He's incredibly annoying.
Does that mean he's very good?
Yeah, I had a problem with his with his garden. No, I'm not. It was a big deal.
This sounds like a story.
Big deal on Instagram. We had issues all over.
With Matt.
I'm not even joking. The guy came to set it up. He was gonna do his garden and stuff, and then just didn't turn up for like 3 months. Had all of his money.
I mean, these are the difficulties that Matt Tyler and other athletes have to deal with in the 30 to 34-year-old category. Yeah, but Matt qualified in 2nd, Defiant athlete, made the quarterfinals, got Oliver Tattersfield from North London, and then Peter Walker and Shane Vincent, home talent, CrossFit Southampton boys. Shane Vincent, 6 opens he's taken part in. Looks like these gents are making light work of this sandbag, Sam.
They seem to be. And the ladies as well.
Good. Again, these later categories still at the same weight as our 18 to 21-year-olds, remaining at the 50 and 60 kilogram sandbag weights. Off on that 350-meter run twice. Live feed being covered by Jason, Rochelle, and Jambo.
Here comes the boys.
Good, nice steady run there.
I feel like it's going to be time for coffee very shortly.
I'm about to get one of those new fit aids. Zach gave me one and then said it's warm. Come back in half an hour. I'm here. I need a courier service of fit aid. Yeah, we've just had I believe 40 to 44-year-old females and males head out of the box. down to the pitches.
You give me a minute, I can mute you if you want to go in there. Say hi.
I'm going to see if I can go and catch him.
Like the ankles and hold on.
We're just making our way. Connor has re-entered the building, so he's just going to make his way. Connor wants to go. I don't know. He's going to be stopped. Make sure he's not dead. As we said, we've still got the 30 to 34-year-olds out on the run now in workout. Number one.
I doubt you'll know about the scoring, will you? I need to double check your judge didn't put a rep number here.
All right, I got to the sandbag.
Yeah, but I'm like, is that? I don't know if that's then 63 plus the 3 here. I'm going to check. This might be done.
Okay, yeah, and Claire
We've got
comes
your
up
card.
with good. Not gonna lie, I'm very happy about this. Thank you, Claire.
I've got that.
Got athletes returning as we thought from the 13 to 15, 16 to 17-year-old categories. Back to the box. All look like they've worked extraordinarily hard. Cheers, Sam. Fit aid.
Fit aid. This is the mango sorbet flavour fit aid.
It's lovely.
I've got going up, to be honest, it is quite nice.
Yeah, I was thirsty.
You can't have too many of these. 105
Look at the
milligrams-
caffeine.
105 milligrams of clean caffeine.
What's clean caffeine, Sam?
So I do know. Let's not talk about that on air. I've been doing a lot of. Was that a
Well done, Mark.
Okay, here we go. I am fortunate enough to have the one and only Connor Kemp in the hub with me at the moment. Hey, Connor, how was that workout?
Yeah, it's very challenging. I underestimated that quite a lot. The sandbag carry was actually the hardest bit, because if you think you're holding it up there and you're just holding it there, your arms can't move or anything. So my arms really hurt. The legs, the running was the bit that you had to push a lot, because if you think the run is the longest part, so it's going to take the longest, and then just try to recover on the sandbag cleans. So that was my plan.
Okay. And do you know where you finished in that workout?
Came third on that one.
Came third. Decent. How?
Yeah.
Are you happy with your result?
Yeah, very good. I think the person ahead of me was 3 reps ahead.
Oh, that's not bad.
So yeah, you just had to focus on you and just try and keep moving, and then you was all right.
Excellent.
So.
Well, thank you, Connor. Are you looking forward to what's coming next?
Yeah, the next one is double unders, overhead squats, and toaster bar. So yes, that would be a good one.
Steamroller, isn't it?
Yeah, steamroller.
60 double unders, 21 overhead squats, and 21 toaster bar. 60 double unders.
So I saw as you were coming in, especially on that last one, you were looking at you entered the run. There was sort of
You're the category below, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so 21, 15, 9 into dispersion, 60 double unders.
I think the plan for this one.
We're just going to jump in. We're just going to jump quickly to Matt.
So if you are 1 rep ahead or 100, makes no fucking odds. Sim was game it, but Ollie, amazing last push he made.
Yeah.
He was right back. He hammered that run, and all of a sudden, with the no reps on that last round, it was close.
Yeah, you managed to get your 80 rep on the buzzer, so well done. And good start to the weekend.
Cheers.
See you, Matt.
Oh.
Let's just jump back in. Sorry, buddy. That was that's the difficulty when you've got three screens going, other people going on at once, and Jason actually doesn't know what's going on in here.
Yeah,
which is interesting. So, what's the experience like out on the field?
Yeah, it's with big athletes out there as well. With big athletes like Ben Cole. It's challenging. So you see him going ahead, and you just got to keep composed, and then you just got to keep moving. Do you focus on yourself, and then you don't know what you can do from that point.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Connor. That's
no problem. Thank you for having me on.
No worries. No worries at all, bud. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back. We've just got some athletes returning. Trying to grab as many of them as we can, see if any of them are willing to hop on. Willing victims. Guys, if you've got any athletes that you want us to grab hold of and come and chat to us, come and chat to Sam, give us a shout in the comments and we'll try and sort that for you. We are into the 35 to 39 category. Interesting category, Sam. 35 to 39. So you have no returning athletes. These are all athletes that are brand new to the British Teens and Masters Championships. This is where it gets interesting. These are guys with lots of experience. We're looking at lots of open experience, many opens under their belt, other competition experience. So we have for your 35 to 39 females, Dina Cindy from CrossFit Surbiton. Obviously building a team at last year's CrossFit Games. So a box with some pedigree, if you like. Hayley Horwood from Unit 15. Jade Meller, Stronghold Gym, Liverpool. Qualified in first for this event. Kirsty Brown, CrossFit Stonehenge. Qualified in third. 7 opens. Victoria Bremner Davis. CrossFit Shapesmiths. Very well-known box in the UK. 5 opens. Again, quite a few athletes with other commitments that couldn't accept their places through the qualifiers. So the really efficient system of backfilling began. So we have Jade Meller qualifying in first. Hayley Horwood qualifying from the qualifiers in June in second. Kirsty Brown in third. Then we jump to Dina Cindy, who was actually the 6th place qualifier, and Victoria Bremner, who was at the 10th place qualifier and managed to earn her spot as well. So a great mixed category to watch there. No returning athletes, so really interested to see that one, Sam.
Well, the comments are blowing up at the moment for Andy Watson, commonly known as Tin Man. So, do you know what I find really funny? That as people, because I think, do you think every gym's got a Tin Man?
Every gym's got a Tin Man.
Yeah. So obviously Andy Watson is the Tin Man in this gym.
He's CrossFit Bath.
Is he?
One of Jason's, who's down on the ground. Fellow members.
Well, apparently we've got to get him on after he wins this event.
So when he comes back, we'll grab him and he can tell us how horrible this was.
Go Harvey Jones.
Good. Harvey Jones, previous category, 18 to 21s. They've just returning to the gym now. So, where were we? 35 to 39 males. Andy Watson, just talked about him. Qualified in 8th, accepted a backfill spot. And just outside the top 10 this year to proceed on to age group online qualifiers. So very, very, very close, Andy. Give Andy lots of love in the comments next year. That's got to be an age group online qualifier, top 10%. If the rules stay the same for masters and teams.
Oh, do you think there's a change? Do you know something we don't, Claire?
I absolutely don't.
Have you been on the phone to Boz?
Unless it's going to be less. I wouldn't think it'll ever be more than the 10%. Whether they're going to make it less. Possibly. That's based on nothing other than my opinion.
The interesting thing, though, so the interesting thing, because there's been, I mean, Jason's been putting videos out about how to make the CrossFit Games season better, how to make stuff better. Hiller's been talking about it, Stavan's been talking about it, and the idea that there's no need for a quarterfinal is it's a difficult one.
I think it's based on taking the 10% through to the age group qualifiers. I would say there's no point. It's just another, and then you take so few out of that amount that go through.
Do you not think though that there's argument to say you can't take all 10% to a semi-final?
Yeah, 100%. Because it's a huge amount, isn't it? And 10% is completely different across all the categories. So 10% for one category looks like 1,000 people. For another category, it looks like, particularly the teens and masters categories, where the top 10% is a very small number relatively.
Yeah.
Hello, you all right? You would.
So we've got some questions because we look important on the stream, you see. We have people coming to ask us questions that we have no business answering.
I'm just going to put the microphone just down for a second. We're
athlete control as well as sorting out the live stream. Sorry, Claire, I'll just put you back on. There we go. You're back in the game.
That's okay.
How is it athlete control for you?
Well, I mean, hopefully I pointed her in the right direction. I haven't sent her off in the wrong way. But unfortunately, because she spoke to us now, I've managed to capture her for an interview later.
Oh, there you go.
So if you speak to us, that's the rule, guys. You have to come in for an interview.
If you book them, they will come.
Where were we? Andy Watson. We've done Andy Watson. He's the beacon of CrossFit Bath. Wow, that is a bold statement, Alex.
Andy Watson.
Scoring in front of us are going mad, Fran. Who is this Andy Watson?
Who is Andy Watson?
We need to find him. He is a popular man.
The beacon.
Why is he so popular?
I don't know.
You can tell us in the comments, or if scoring can tell us. He's just awesome.
So I don't know. I'm really bad with names. So I don't know your name. Hannah. And you're from CrossFit Bath, are you, Hannah?
Yeah.
Hannah, who is famous from CrossFit Bath. Have you had an episode on the CrossFit Bath podcast? No, not quite famous enough to get on the CrossFit. Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon I could bully Jason into that one. He's asked you and you declined. Was that your fee wasn't quite right? Is that what the deal is? Your fee wasn't quite right. It couldn't pay you enough. No, I feel that.
So I think we're pretty stuck on Andy Watson here. Guys in the comments, I'm just going to move away from Andy Watson ever so slightly. I will come back to him.
The beacon of Bath.
Second, we have Kevin McKenna, CrossFit KVLR. Qualified in 6 opens. He is consistently within the top 14% worldwide. So remember, age groups online. So all of these categories that you're seeing, we go on worldwide. Can't say worldwide without saying it, can you? Prestige worldwide. So remember, those age groups, they are top 10% worldwide that move forward. It's not done on Europeans or regions. Kevin McKenna, CrossFit KVLR. Matthew Green is a returning athlete. Matthew finished 6th last year. Same category. CrossFit Stronghold Gym, Liverpool, qualifying in 6th this year. Richard Barner, RS3 CrossFit. Ross Wildgoose, Unit 15. His daughter, now Ross Wildgoose has a particularly difficult job this year. He is not only an athlete, he is also a parent. This is something to be admired.
Parent of an athlete.
Parent of an athlete. Oh, okay. Amelia competing in the 13 to 15-year-old category. So Ross will probably tell you if we catch him, it's much more stressful watching your children than it is competing yourself. So Ross Wildgoose and his daughter Amelia. Ross has qualified for the age group online qualifier in 2021 and 2022. He's actually had a huge improvement. 2021, he finished 259th. This year, 162nd. So I think regardless of the amount of people that may or may not have been in that category, a massive improvement from Ross there in his open performance. And Ton Burnham, another athlete from CrossFit Beowulf, qualifying in 5th for this event. Guys, it's worth mentioning as we watch these guys out on the hub pitches. These qualifiers were back in June, and it's done over the space of a weekend. So athletes are given a window to complete a number of workouts. So it's a really pressured environment for them. It's almost a competition within a competition. And before we even get to this point, as those online qualifiers take place for the guys that have been lucky enough and worked hard to get here, you also have a scaled competition that goes on in the background. So all of those scaled athletes that took part also back in June were also crowned British and Teens Masters CrossFit Scaled Champions. So lots going on here. This is really just the top of the pyramid, if you like, Sam.
I did not know that.
That's what I'm here for.
I was going to say I would have competed. I wouldn't. That's a lie. But it's a nice thought, isn't it? It's a nice thought.
And it's really nice. I think it bore out of the when we went online for various restrictions that were in place at those times. And yeah, it seemed to work really well that these scaled athletes have this opportunity to take part in a competition against their peers as well. So you really are looking at grassroots for teens and masters athletes still having that opportunity to test themselves against each other in that virtual environment. Lots of layers to the British CrossFit Teens and Masters. Emma and Mandy done a fantastic job, hosting what can only be described as a unique event, I think.
I guess it is, because there is nothing like it. There is not. I mean, there are categories in the competitions. There is nothing like this.
Yeah. So for the teen athletes, if we're looking at opportunities to compete on the floor, Europeans is great, but that is an 18 and under category. I think you'll probably agree there's a big difference between the 13-year-olds, females and males, up to those guys who are 18. Huge variation as well between 13 and 18-year-olds. That may put them into scale categories, or may not be able to achieve that standard against 18-year-olds. So this is so unique age groups that really allow everybody a chance to shine.
It's hard trying to find a competition that I might like to enter.
What do you mean?
Well, just for big lads.
For big lads?
Yeah,
strong man.
for big. Well, yeah, but
strong man.
yeah, I suppose.
Certainly nothing with this event in.
Absolutely not. I don't know, if this was switched out for, if this was a biker, I'd quite like this event.
We've got a biker coming up tomorrow.
I know.
That is going to be a great event to finish off with.
I'm not sure that they're coming off of a bike on some box overs. I have had that before.
Your legs don't work like they used to before.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go full send, get off, and just can't jump.
That is a 5-minute time cap as well, so it will be a 3, 2, 1 go. But we'll talk about tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a little review tonight and be able to give you some information about what's looking good for tomorrow. I mean, I haven't got past the max clean and jerk for tomorrow, which I just think is going to be completely phenomenal.
So that's in tomorrow's workouts, is it?
Part B of tomorrow's event 3.
Yeah, which is hold fast.
Hold fast.
Part A, 3 rounds of 7 deadlifts and 7 pull-ups. This is from 0 to 7 minutes. 3 rounds of 7 deadlifts and 7 pull-ups. 3 rounds of 7 squat cleans and 6 squat cleans, 6 chest to bar. 3 rounds of 5 shoulder to overhead and 5 ring muscle-ups.
Do all that, and then let's see what your 7 to 12 minutes 1 RM clean and jerk looks like.
Oh yes, that's gonna be a little bit spicy, I reckon. It looks like we're coming to an end on the.
Did Andy Watson
out on the field
do as he was expected to do? There's Rochelle. Oh, I believe Jason's got an interview there, so we'll cut across to him.
Okay, we're on. That was an aggressive time cap for nearly everyone.
Yeah, it was close,
but yeah, well, I don't know if it was close. You were touch and going before the last bit.
Joe was telling me to slow down a little bit.
He was telling you to slow down because you were about a lap ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
So, fun fact: if you got in on a backfill, so are you the Nick Matthew of the British Team to Master Championship this year?
I was looking at last night who they've been in. I'm like, well, some really experienced guys. So yeah, it's a good one.
Anyway, 3 events left, but great start to the weekend.
That's some fun.
Take care.
See you later.
I am going to assume that was the Tin Man, Andy Watson. I don't know these guys by name, unfortunately.
It looks kind of like Thor.
Thor?
Yeah, a little bit.
What, Chris? He looks like Chris Hemsworth. If someone said I look like Chris Hemsworth, A, they'd be a liar, and B, I'd take it all day long. I look more like Korg, if anything.
How did he get on there? Was that an event win for Andy?
I believe it must have been.
Was it?
Yes,
That's
Tin Man.
Well done, Andy. Must have been
Beacon of Bath.
Andy, come in there. Come see us when you get back.
I hope people are enjoying the production standards of this event.
We're trying.
We're trying our best. It's working hard. If I could show you the amount of time and effort and stuff that's gone into that's taken place, I might. Do you know what? I might even play my little stinger that I made the other day. We love that.
What's that mean?
the stinger. So a stinger is like a little bit in between. It is a little bit of showbiz for you all. The little bit in between. So you know, like when you start something. Let's just show them.
Let's do it.
This one's a bit long, but we'll go with it. And we're back. And they are off.
I think we're still 35 to 39, are we? Or no?
No, this must be next category now.
40 to 44 males and females. So I think this is where you're really going to see the effect of that sandbag. That sandbag remains at the same weight for all 18 to 55-year-olds. So again, we're looking at 50 kilograms for females, 60 for males. Having picked it up yesterday, I am within that 40 to 44-year-old. I know. I'll tell, right? It's challenging.
Is it? Is it though?
Yes, it was. And for 8 reps, I think you'll see most of these the ladies probably completing in singles, I would imagine. But then that really awkward having to scoop the sandbag back up. Yeah, it's very sensibly. I can see a couple of the ladies have got weightlifting belts on, just to help with that brace position. Don't want to be in a situation after event 1 of a sore back.
Just to give everyone an idea at home of the production value that we're bringing. So I was at Strength in Depth. I was on the microphone emceeing at a Strength in Depth, and I had the opportunity, fortunately, to go into the production studio. And out the back, they had 4 big motored trailers.
That's what we've got, guys.
Yes, that's exactly what we've got. They literally had people. Like they had one just for the production, like on the broadcast. They had one for recording. They had one for what else did they have one for? Stick your head in a wave.
You can have
Come
an
in.
interview. This is Nathan that had a lot of support in the comments. Nathan,
Hang on, come in.
what we'll do is I'm going to hop out and you're going to hop in.
Oh no, I'm going to hop out. I'm going to hop out, and Nathan's going to hop in.
Let's go. Thank you.
Cam?
Hi guys, thank you for quite hope you still follow still online. They had a lot of support in the comments. Just back where the tfench hotfoot quad number 1. How was it?
It was absolutely brutal. The running was. I'm a weak runner, so the running was very hard. I would have preferred 1 lap on the run. I feel like potentially I would have done a lot better if it was 1 lap.
And 1 lap is about 350.
Yeah, 350.
You've edged up that 1.5 miles you've been edged up to that 1.5 miles by the end of that event.
Yeah.
Sandbag weight a problem?
Nah,
No.
sandbag was fine. Just the run.
Yeah.
Absolutely just pagering, dying on us. Couldn't, I just damage control really. It's my West event.
Yeah, so a good one to get out of the way for you.
Yeah. Happy I come top 3 still.
Yeah, that's an excellent effort.
Just damage control on that one, then we'll see what we can do with the rest of it.
Yeah, really, really good. How was that third lap? Did you go to the dark place?
Yeah, very darkly, especially when Kieran was behind us trying to catch up. I had to push myself a bit harder than I would have liked to stop him taking us, but I managed to keep the position.
Yeah,
so.
the scoring system for British teams and massive guys who aren't watching, it goes 195, 85, 80, and so on and so forth. So just getting those 5 points ahead of someone breathing down your neck starts to make a really, really big difference over the weekend. But third place, Nathan, is an excellent, consistent start. How are you feeling about event 2?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, good.
Should do all right in event 2.
Yeah, double unders, overhead squats.
Close the bar. Unbroken.
Unbroken?
Yeah.
You're going to go unbroken?
Gonna try.
Good. Weight on the bars, obviously not a problem.
No.
No.
Could be good. Could be fun.
Excellent. Good,
Nice.
good start, mate. Thanks for coming and seeing us.
No
Brilliant.
problem.
Cheers, matey.
Nice. See you later.
Good luck. See you later. Good. Nathan Bland there. 18 to 21-year-old category. Finishing in a solid third for event 1. Described the event 1 tfench hotfoot workout as brutal. But very much looking forward to WOD 2 steamroller. On the field now, if you're just joining us, 40 to 44-year-old females and males. Fastest categories, we start to see lots of experience coming through. So we have Claire Liggins of Esprit de Corps CrossFit. 2 online qualifiers, finishing in 856th in 2021 and moving all the way up this year to 496. A brilliant improvement there for Claire. Qualified in second for this event. Again, apologies if I don't get this name pronunciation quite correct. Come and see us if we are pronouncing anybody's name wrong. Ilaria Ritchie, CrossFit New Wave. Qualified in 5th. Again, another athlete, masters just outside that worldwide top percent age group online qualifier cut-off. Jeanette Badham, 21 Union Fitness. Good, top 85%, so 15th percentile for Jeanette in this year's Open. Kathy Spatcher, CrossFit Stonehenge, qualifying in 3rd for this event. Lisa Cannon, an independent athlete, 6th position for qualifying. Taken part in 4 Opens, 4 CrossFit Opens, so quite a lot of experience there. And Pan McMahon, Fortius Athleticus CrossFit, great name for a box. Top 10% in, wait for this, guys, top 10% in 2019. 2020. Yeah, it's never taken up her age group online qualifier spot, despite qualifying multiple years to go through to that top 10%. Pat Backelbon, Fortius Athleticus, top 10%, 4 years running. Qualified in 1st is our returning athlete from last year. Last year, Pam was one of our podium finishers. She finished in third position, hoping to improve on that this year. That is your athletes for your 40 to 44 female. Come on, Alan, we've got their hot stuff from Union 22 box. Just to run down our male athletes. Oh, I can't see Alan on there. Come on, Alan. What's Alan's surname? Creepall 1? Let us know Alan's surname. I haven't got him on my list.
I'm going to guess Titchmarsh. He's probably that age category, isn't he?
I'm just off camera. Keep going the wrong way.
It's funny that, because again, a little behind the scenes of production, but basically what happens is we're not mirrored. So normally on your camera at home, you'd be mirrored. So you'd put your hand left and it would go right. But actually, you put your hand right and it goes left.
It's making me kind of travel sick, if I'm honest.
Fair enough.
40 to 44-year-old males out there at the moment. Chris Sleeman. Great name again. ARC or ARC CrossFit. Glyn Fletcher. Again, this is another athlete that has the burden of not only competing, but also having a child competing.
Is that Luke's dad?
Yeah, that is Luke's dad. So Luke is in category 16 to 17-year-old boys. And Glyn, his father, after watching and cheering, I know he was cheering last year because I stood next to him as he was cheering, decided, I'm going to have a bit of this, put his hat in the ring and managed to qualify in 6th position. First time he's taken part in the Open this year. And again, yet another athlete, 89 percentiles. So finishing technically top 11% worldwide for age groups. Returning athlete next, 4th place finish last year at this live event. That's Ivan Paxton Solent. Qualified in 4th this year. Now, Ivan, I think, is our athlete with the most Opens under their belt. So, Ivan has competed in the Open every year since, have a guess.
So he's got most Opens.
The most Opens out of any athlete here.
And he's in his 40s.
He's in 40 to 44-year-old.
I'm going to guess 7 years.
Every year since 2013. So 10 Opens.
Sheesh.
10 Open appearances.
Who is Alan? Alan O'Leary.
Alan O'Leary. Can you see Alan O'Leary on the screen currently? I wonder if Alan is...
Alan O'Leary is Unit 22 CrossFit Northampton. He's in about 40 to 44 category.
I think he may be, because we did have a couple of withdrawals. He may well be a back assistant. I'm thinking... 44-year-old male. I will check on Competition Corner. But I currently have listed Christopher Sleeman, Glyn Fletcher, Ivan Paxton Solent, the athlete with the most open entries in our whole athlete cohort this year. I have Jordan Hogg of CrossFit Pie, Mark Brown, Bell Community CrossFit, and Ross Johnson. But we will definitely add Alan and find out what's going on there.
We've got Tin Man PM. Andy Watson, the beacon of bar.
Well, we know when Andy Watson comes back in, we won't stay online, Andy Watson supporters. We'll have him in. If there's anything you want us to specifically ask Andy, please just comment in the comments. Keep it clean, guys.
I was going to say that is dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah, if you give us a shout, or if you want to private message one of us any facts that we can throw in and frighten him a little bit, we can do that. Yes, Alan Leary, I can see is on their Unit 22 CrossFit. Unit 22 CrossFit must be almost on target for having the most athletes here. Good. And yeah, we can see in the female 40 to 44 category, a massive spread of athletes travelling from Germany. I think we have Wales represented on there. Kathy Spatcher, Germany, German flag. Ilaria Ricci, Italian.
You're trying to work that out?
I think it's Italian.
The flags. We've got the flags on the screen.
We haven't actually got the countries written down. So we're having a bit of guess the flag. Yeah, Ilaria Ricci. Let's have a look at Ilaria. If you click on her athlete profile, yeah, there we go. Good, yeah, qualified in 5th for this event. Good. I'm sure Ilaria won't mind me telling him we're on 40. So just entering the 40 to 44 age category, hoping for a strong performance this weekend. Really great to see, you know, although this is entitled the British Teens and Masters Championships, as we were saying, it's such a unique opportunity for these athletes in these particular age groups to take part in a live in-person event, that we've actually got quite a lot of athletes from Europe. I believe we've got South Africa as well. So great to see that, you know, people going to the trouble to United States. Yeah, 45 to 49 male, Douglas Hughes.
I'd imagine that these flags are where they're from rather than where they live now.
I mean, the only way we find out is if we go and I was going to say good day to Douglas. That wouldn't be better. That would be a flag.
It certainly is.
Oh, thanks, Julian Knowles.
We're trying our best. We are trying our best.
Yeah, when these guys are back in the box, hopefully we can give you a little bit more, you know, which athlete's leading. Hopefully you can appreciate this is our off-site event and run en masse as well, male and female categories running together. Good. Thanks for being in the comments, guys. Lots of you online. Hopefully you're getting to spot your athletes and cheer them on. Good. Channel this on his Jason CF Media. Give him a like, a share. I know he wants you to click the subscribe button.
Certainly does. He's a sucker for a share, is our Jason.
He'll start doing clickbait again.
Yeah. Oh, don't. I'm sure they won't mind. If you want to, you could also go and follow Plate Stack Chat. That is myself, Jason CF Media, and Tom of Talking Fitness. Oh, Jason is just about to do an interview here.
Yeah, no, just so that has been an incredibly aggressive time cap. Very few have been able to get it done. How does it feel going to like the next three events, knowing that you kind of were one of the few that could get it in? Were you confident with this event going in?
I was confident that I comes from a running background. I was confident with this one, but
is it a sandbag background?
It does relax me for the rest going forward.
Yeah, nice.
So I was nervous about the ring muscle up workouts on day 2. Never done ring muscle ups before, so
yeah, we'll be keeping an eye out.
Should be interesting on that one.
Nice, that's my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
You too, thanks.
So that was Jason's interview with Glenn Fletcher. He is he's one of our dads. Dad to Luke Fletcher. Well, this beat's getting a bit lively in the background here. You'll be glad to know that on the stream you don't have to put up with Zach Wild all day. No, I'm joking. So because of the way the live stream works, we have to if we have sort of normal music playing, then we end up with having get pulled off YouTube. So we can't have that. But I don't know about you. I'm really happy to be in Southampton this weekend. And I'm really happy to be watching all these athletes compete. I mean, I'm stuck behind a desk at the moment. The main arena is just over there to the right of me, but the guys are currently out on the field, as you can see. But yeah, it's great to be here at this CrossFit licensed event. According to the comments earlier, the difference between this event and the Madrid Championship, a live stream. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully it's going down well. Claire's back.
The guys doing a good job down on the field and been down there all morning. Every heat, bringing you that live feed. Was that a win for Glyn?
I couldn't quite make it out. I think it was, but we are off and going now.
45 to 49 females and males. Again, bag remaining at that 50 to 60 kilograms.
I thought it was. That's Emma Hornby, isn't it?
It is indeed. CrossFit Weir Forest. Now, I wonder what, or if you can tell me, I wonder what Emma's background is. She's competed in her first Open this year, but finished top 2% worldwide. 197th in the age group online qualifier, but looks like she'd only competed in her first Open this year.
Who, Emma? That's interesting.
It is.
I've definitely seen her at comps before.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she's done a lot of comps, but only listed as one Open. Or maybe a maiden name listed under two. No, it'd be under CrossFit ID, wouldn't it?
You'd imagine so.
Maybe we should ask her when she comes back, because like top 2% for age group online qualifiers, and qualified in first for this event. And looks like she's making easy work of that sandbag, flying up there.
We got the men's 45 to 49. The Bosnian Addy is my training partner, says Julian Knowles.
Addy Hodzik,
Yeah.
CrossFit Watford.
Watford.
Big shout out to CrossFit Watford. Now, Addy's interesting. I'm sure Julian would agree with him being his training partner. He's 4 Opens, but consistently improved through those 4 Opens. So a 60%, what's the word? Percentile. We're not
60th
60%.
percentile.
Yeah, so he'd actually be 40th percent, wouldn't he? So it lists it on game site. The top 40%. That's much easier. That works better for me.
Yeah.
So he's top 40%, and then he's moved into top 30%, and then this year moved into top 20%. So consistency of training, even in those bastard athletes categories, really paying off for Addy. So you work hard, Julian. Let us know in the comments. Good, great to see lots of supporters out there as well, isn't it, Sam? Loads of people out there cheering.
Yeah, it
them
looks
on.
like it. I don't know how they're all going to fit in this gym, to be honest with you. There's loads of them.
I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear us. Oh, well, maybe you guys watching on. Hoping you'll be able to hear us. This box gets noisy when everybody's back in here cheering on their friends and relatives. Good second qualifier, Corwin Thomas. Guess where he's from?
Corwin.
Qualified in first.
He Welsh by any
He is
chance?
indeed Welsh. Out of Dragon Athletic fielding a few athletes this weekend. Qualified in first, Corwin Thomas, 5 Opens. Is wait for this, a level 10.
Oh, like to your mat level 10.
I don't know. Level 10, but he is listed as a level 10. I will look it up.
What, in
5
the
Opens
CrossFit levels?
On on the CrossFit levels, level 10.
I'm still yet to fully understand that. We'll have to get Jason in later to explain it, because
Yeah,
I'm not sure I
I'm
fully
not
get
quite
it
sure.
yet.
What I can do is look it up live. So Corwin Thomas, if there's anybody in the comments that could tell us a bit about Corwin.
Addy is the big giant. I did spot a couple of big giants.
What's going on there? Is that a... Oh, I believe... Is that a younger athlete running with a parent, possibly?
Well,
Does
that
it
would be
look like
sweet if
that?
it is.
I mean, that would be outstanding. I do hope so. It looked that way, Sam.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
That is the sort of thing my daughter would do.
Yeah.
Having trained my daughter, I'm sure you'd know that actually. She's got no off switch.
Yeah, that's lovely to see if that's going on. Guys, we have a cohort of athletes leaving the gym currently that look like they've been some serious business. This looks like our 50 to 54-year-old category. Wow. They look amazing, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Beautiful specimens of human being.
Brilliant. Where did we get to? We were talking about Corwin, weren't we? And his CrossFit levels.
Have you found it yet?
I'm going to have a look. Corwin Thomas, 2022 CrossFit Online qualifier, 97th. So he's top 3%. He is a level 10 athlete.
Jeez.
So that's level 10. So if you're a masters or a teens athlete, you actually get 2 levels. How lucky are you?
Wow.
You get 1 level for your age group and you get a standard level where you sit within the world. So Corwin, for his age group, a level 10 athlete.
Now I'm interested. Let's look
What,
at
you're
what
gonna
I am.
look at your age
I'm looking
group?
at mine now.
It should be better.
It's absolutely not, is it?
I didn't mean it should be.
It should be
I don't
better.
know either of Sam's current levels. But
Wait, view profile. Worldwide,
yeah, so if you scroll
men,
across to the right,
I came 115,021st
brilliant.
worldwide, which makes me a level 1. And in my category, which is 35 to 39, I came 23,188, which also makes me a level 1.
Wow. I take it all back.
Yeah.
Check your levels, guys.
Just
Check
to
your
make me feel
levels.
good, yeah. Cheers.
They might get used at some point in some competition somewhere, maybe.
Maybe.
Never. Good. Emma there, just like we said, that sandbag becomes more challenging as we go up those age categories and that weight stays the same. Come on, Emma. Good. So we've got Addy Bodzik, CrossFit Watford. Corwin Thomas, Dragon Athletic. Dave Saunders, Bull Functional Fitness. Another one. This is great when it gets into the Masters. 9 opens. David Hughes, he's a returning athlete. He qualified in 4th this year out of Central London CrossFit. Sorry, he finished 4th last year, qualified in 2nd this year. Big improvements there. Douglas Hughes, maybe pushing for a podium this year. That's his aim. I mean, some of these athletes, I would hope this would be them. It's very hard we see a lot of people, Sam, doing competitions within that RX category, that RX age group. A lot of weekends now, most weekends. I just wonder if this is something for the Masters athletes that they really do mark in their calendar as something that they want to achieve within and improve upon and use it as their marker.
I think it probably is, because it's the best in-person teams and masters competition probably in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
And to be honest, it could be British. You could make this a world competition, I would say.
He's gone big.
I think. Well, to be honest, you could. It's certainly European. Certainly European.
I mean, last year, this was part of the reason why we decided, or Jason decided to do the live feed, because last year we had athletes from Malta, France, Belgium. The family couldn't obviously be here, but were able to watch what was going on via the online feed.
I think the caliber of athlete is just so high in the masters categories now. The caliber of athlete is just so high. You can't take away from them. Like, obviously, and it's interesting because some of these athletes might have had a background in other sports or a background in the forces or in the public service. Some police. Or
Yeah, I think it'd be as we grab some of these masters athletes, I'd really like to know what their day jobs are, how they fit training in around other family responsibilities that I'm sure the majority of them have. You know, what great achievement. Good, Nick Polpass. I hope I've got that right, Nick. He is out of CrossFit Southampton, another homegrown bit of talent. Qualified in 6th. 9. Oh, another age group online qualifier. Top 9% worldwide. Well done, Nick. Good. Then we have Tommy Yule from CrossFit BFG. Tommy Yule is a returning athlete, finished in 3rd last year. Got a lot of information on Tommy. If anybody wants to hear it.
Do I want to know why? How? Do you just know Tommy? Is that?
No, I've absolutely no.
Have you even met Tommy before?
I do know his grace time.
Do you?
His grace time
Go on.
is listed
What, on the CrossFit?
on the CrossFit open page.
Who put? I mean, Tommy obviously posts his.
1 minute 49.
Are you mad?
It is listed as 1 minute 49. His 5K run. This is more interesting for this event.
For this event, yeah,
He's
certainly.
21 minutes and 32 seconds. So his 3 and a bit mile run is 21 minutes.
Wow. 21 minutes. That's
Yeah.
well quick.
He has a sub 5 minute Fran time.
Hey, and how old is he?
Tommy Yule is in the 45 to 49 category,
Oh, my
males. CrossFit out of CrossFit BFG in Leicester. Tack George's gym, Tack George's box.
Obviously, that makes him better. It just rubs off on him, I guess.
Maybe.
Do you think that? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'd like to know some more about Tommy when he gets back because of those listed. He has a 300 kilogram deadlift listed. I know.
Do you think he's just having a? Maybe
I
he
don't know.
does.
Maybe. I don't want to say what you were going to say. Maybe, you know.
Do you think he's just
But I'd
having a
like to
laugh with he's pushed the wrong number?
I'd like to interview him. He's very specific though. 4:49 Fran time.
That's fast.
So it'd be good to speak to Tommy. Tommy or Tommy's supporters, drop him a message. Tell him to come and see us at the media hub, and we'll have a chat with him.
That looks like. Is that Emma? I think she might be struggling with that bag, you know.
I say this is the same bag weight as what your 18 to 21-year-olds have been using.
Oh,
So yeah, well done. Good job. So I think what's played out, Sam, is what we said would happen is that
yeah.
for the younger categories, this was far more of a running workout, and as we've moved into those masters categories, we've seen that the sandbag has just been that effective limiting factor.
I'm going to go as far as to say it's a nemesis. Yeah, we're working on. I'm going to work on getting some more. Well, let's chat. Kean Dunphy has just walked past, and Claire has just grabbed him and is about to sit him down on a chair. So here he is. This is Kean.
Hey.
Hi, Kean. This needs to be right up here, mate.
Oh, okay.
Right up there.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, Kean, what category are you in, Kim?
18 to 21.
18 to 21. How was that first workout for you?
Absolutely disgusting.
Disgusting.
That was not a wheelhouse event for me.
No?
Running. I'm not a fan of running, so sandbag teams were the rest on that event.
Fair enough. So, in terms of that workout, was that sort of damage control?
Yeah,
or
100%.
Yeah. So
damage control event.
I'm looking up your score. It says you came 4th.
Yeah. I was very close to pass Nathan on that last one, but I just couldn't catch him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are sitting in 4th with 85 points. That's not the end of the world.
Nah.
Is there a workout you're particularly looking forward to?
Next one and what 3 part A?
So next one
The toast bar one.
is going to be the toaster bar one. Absolutely. Let's just get that one up. Steamroller. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you're pretty high gymnastics. So Kean, I say Kean and I train at the same gym. I mean, he trains. Kean's one of the coaches as well at our gym. And yeah, Kean, where would you say your strengths lie?
Like pulling gymnastics, heavy barbells, and like pacing a workout.
Okay.
So like anything like on a pull-up bar, like I'll be happy all day.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll hold you to that. We'll keep you on the pull-up bar all day. How's that sound?
Okay. Just get the world record then, hang.
Well, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. David Goggins doesn't hold the world record for most pull-ups. It's someone else now, isn't it?
I don't know what his name is. I saw him on YouTube one time.
Yeah,
I saw
that.
I think he did like over 300 or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Madness. Well, I'm really grateful for you coming on. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. I'm a bit sad you're in 4th place at the moment, but I'm sure give you a heavy barbell to cycle and some gymnastics, and you'll pull that back a bit.
It's the first event. It doesn't matter like that much. Like the first event, like it'll change for sure.
That's good. Who would you say? So you finished in you got to the quarterfinals, didn't you, this year?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals, and where did you come quarterfinal?
274th in Europe.
Which is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But
considering where I was last year. Like,
your trajectory from now, because you're 19?
19, yeah.
19, so you're at the lower end of the age category here. So moving your trajectory over the next few years, where would you like to be?
So I'm hoping for like 150 this year, and then year after either top 100 or
Instagram. What's your Instagram handle, Kean?
Cian Dunphy, CIANDUNPHY.
There you go.
That's my name.
Just your name.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thanks, Kean. Take care, mate.
See ya.
And we'll catch you again soon. Let's get back into the action out on the field again. It looks like there are people coming into the finish now. Big shout out to all of our volunteer judges and kit crew this weekend, and to be honest, and everywhere. They wouldn't get competitions wouldn't run without the kit crew and all of the various people that volunteer. So yeah, huge thank you to those guys. We've got a clearing coming again.
Good news, I've found the Tin Man, who's going to be over shortly.
You found the Tin Man?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you do that. I'll let you do that one.
So there's a lot of love for you in the comments. Come over and see us.
Oh, we're off. This must be
50 to 54s. So it's been decided for this category, all the ladies mutually decided that unfortunately they can't lift the 50 kilogram sandbag, so they've dropped it down to the 40. So the ladies for the 50 to 55 category, 50 to 54 category will be using the 40 kilogram sandbag. Like I said, I think we've seen that as a continuing limiting factor as we've gone through the masters categories. So smart move by athlete control and the organisers, so we can allow these ladies to really showcase what they can do. Very sensibly, all three of the ladies in this category agreed that that would be a fair way to proceed, and we can see they've absolutely smashed through those 8 shoulders, cleans to shoulder. We've got Karen Scott, North Devon CrossFit, qualified in first. 8 opens under her belt. A level 8 CrossFitter for those of you interested in the CrossFit levels. Age group qualifying athlete in 2021 and 2022. Tracy Brewer is an independent entry, qualified second. First open was in 2011. So way back. And Rebecca, forgive me, Holkowitz, I think. Rebecca Holkowitz Peacock, out of 1871 CrossFit. Taking part in 4 opens. This is an entirely new field for the 50 to 54 females. And so looking forward to see how this one plays out, Sam.
I'm going to go with Paul Likowitz, or Paul Likowitz.
Paul Likowitz Peacock.
Yeah.
Double-barreled name. What's it called when you get 2 peaks together?
I'm not even sure it's Rebecca either. It might just be Reb.
Reb. If it is in fact Reb. Reb, I very much apologise. I'd gone with a Rebecca.
There we go.
Reb.
Let's go Spencer in the next one, or this one.
Yeah,
the 50 to 54.
Spencer Mitchell out of CrossFit Watford, qualified in 4th for this event back in June. Thanks, Julian. Some love for Spencer there. Good. As we're speaking to more of the athletes, just off camera, coming back from this event, the general opinion was it's been completely brutal.
I mean, I told you that. I could have just reading the workout. I told
How
her.
did Ian find it?
Well, to be honest, he was saying, and I agree. For him, that event was probably more damage control than going out to win.
Yeah, same as Nathan.
Not in his wheelhouse. Yeah, cycling a heavy barbell, getting on the rig, that sort of stuff.
It's coming.
Yeah. High volume gymnastics, that kid,
But
over and over and over.
if we've learnt anything from the British teens, this is the second year event 1 has had a significant amount of running in. So if you were here last year...
Zero excuses.
I didn't want to say zero excuses.
Zero excuses, come on.
But running should have been within your goals. Because being a good runner in this is, well, it's gold, isn't it?
I think certainly CrossFit is moving more towards having a really good aerobic base. You see, I mean, obviously at elite level, they don't really have many holes. But even at sort of, what would you class this as? Intermediate level. We'll go intermediate. Intermediate level is and certainly if you're in a scaled category, it's because of and obviously it's not this competition. It's not scaled as such. It is a RX as prescribed. Let's go elite.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
I think
the relevant age groups, if we look at their open
they
results,
are the elite of the relevant age group.
Within
Certainly,
this country, they certainly are.
Yeah,
the top of the tree.
But I think as you need that aerobic capacity, and then certainly as you sort of go down scaled categories. I mean, that's one of the reasons I would never have a look in. My aerobic capacity is not great. But as you sort of scale workouts, it becomes more about grunt work and obviously less about complex gymnastics and barbell work.
I think you're gonna you won't really see a lack of a skill having an impact on any of these athletes that we're going to see perform over the weekend. So I think when we do talk about, you know, these are the best athletes within their relative age categories in the country, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to say. And for that reason, I don't think you're going to have the division of skills being a huge issue. It will be that foundation. It's things that we talk about in CrossFit, having that aerobic capacity to be able to complete those skills at a higher intensity or a higher volume. But without that base, without that capacity, you know, you limit yourself immediately, no matter how, you know, no matter if on 3, 2, 1 go, you can go and do 20 strict handstand press ups. That's brilliant. But then put it within the CrossFit pyramid. And if you haven't got that base overall, it becomes, having that skill is somewhat diminished. So yeah, this is a capacity test. I think the youngsters that have come back in have said, no, the sandbag weight wasn't a problem. The skill level of this workout isn't an issue. The issue has been the capacity.
The capacity, and that's really the level that they're working at nowadays, isn't it? And if you think I can't, I mean, you look. I mean, 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, you're not seeing. You wouldn't see a competition like this.
No.
You know, you might see some sort of bodybuilding stuff or things like that, but actually, you know, these guys are. I mean, it's a bit difficult because you have you talk about longevity within CrossFit, you know, and some people would argue that doing these things is not particularly looking after your longevity, but I don't.
But if you built that training age and that capacity to be, you know, we're looking at, there is a 65 plus category in that competition.
Yeah.
Your training age is so high, you know.
Yeah.
These would have been, like we're seeing from, you know, just the fact that on these athletes, we're seeing athletes in the 40 to 40, 40 to 40, 50 to 55 having completed 10 or more opens.
Yeah.
You know, that's incredible. And if you click on any of the Masters athletes within their profiles, there are numerous Masters competitions that they take part in, you know, that are specific for their age category. Just, you know, it's only a very small number of these athletes within these groups that get to go to the games. It's so tiny that in-person there's in-person competitions for everyone who this is their sport, their RX, you know, great, but there isn't for these athletes. Not yet. I mean, I'm hoping as this becomes a more visible sport, you'll see competitions like great earlier on in the year, Battle for Middle Ground.
Yeah.
Running a teen section,
I was
direct
there.
entry. Yeah. Brilliant to see. You know, but when these things come up, we need teen athlete, Masters athletes. Go for it. If it fits into your training plan, because it allows the organisers to then go, I'll run that again.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. It's not just, is it good for the competition, also good for the athlete.
Yeah,
also
huge.
good for the community, you know.
How often do you hear, that person's great at online qualifiers, but they're not great in person? Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
If you're not exposed to an in-person competition, there's so many more things to consider. Volume of workouts, rest, nutrition, how you deal with the in-person nerves. You know, those things are somewhat limited when you're doing online qualifiers.
Let's go, Spencer, says Max.
Thanks, Max. Yeah, keep cheering our athletes on, guys.
I think we might be struggling a little with Jason's signal.
I
out
think
there.
Rochelle's feed's good feed there. That's when you're not seeing what we are. Some athletes have been tasked with bringing the sandbags back from the hubs just down the road. They looked happy about it, though, to be fair.
That's because they've just finished doing it.
Maybe they just didn't put it down and they thought,
Yeah, they're finished. Now
we've
let's
got a
run.
little bit downtime to my next workout. Good. Dropping that sandbag at the other end. I think that may be, I want to say that's Karen Scott of North Devon. The athletes have got, if they've got their British Teens and Masters t-shirts on, their names are on the back. And obviously you guys watching, you know who you're looking for.
This one's a bit difficult, this workout, because obviously we're not in the same room and it's a very, very large field of play. So it's quite difficult to work that out. But the next workout, we've got a camera set up overlooking the whole competition floor. And we'll also have Jason, Michelle, and Jambo out and about. Quite, he's a big lad.
Could that be?
Is that Spencer by any chance?
Is this Spencer? In the comments, give us a shout if that is Spencer. Opted for singles. Spencer is. Good job, Spencer. Keep it like that.
These ladies and gentlemen are working very, very hard.
And there's no quibbling there as to whether that's on the shoulder and hand released. Solid reps. Look at that. Good man. Good man. It's probably not doing it justice how big these sandbags actually are. You see them in person, they're pretty substantial. $50.
Yeah. So this is still a 60 kilo sandbag.
Yeah, this is still a 60 kilo
Oh
sandbag.
my life.
And it will remain. I've just had the update that it was changed to 40 for the women in this age category. But as far as I know, it will remain the same until we get to the age of 55. And then we'll see those sandbags come back down in weight.
Yeah.
It's nice to be wanted. Bit of spam on the apologies, a bit of spam on the comment section.
I've got the power to block. It's all good.
Good, and these female athletes, it's all agreed, 50 to 54s, that they will lift at 40 kilograms and not the 50. That's no mean feat. Karen Scott has a listed 43 kilogram snatch, 95 kilogram back squat. Her 5K run, the interesting one for this one, 24 minutes. And clean listed at 60 kilograms. But we're really interested in that 5K time from Karen, 24 minutes.
Looking like we've got some finishers coming up with the goods now.
Hopefully crossing to Jason. I mean, I think Jason's going to try and interview our female athlete finisher there. Maybe give her a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to cross over to Jason now, who has
Karen, we'll give you a few seconds to hold your You're on a live stream.
Yeah. Oh.
How was that?
Tough.
Yeah.
Which is hard on the legs. Next time I carry. Yeah.
Say bullshit.
I was just demonstrating.
There we go. I did hear you had to show control in the top.
Did, yeah.
So
You were a big judge. Yeah. Yeah.
What was the best bit then for you
The
on
run.
the run?
Definitely.
You seem to be kind of making up a bit of ground on the run and then just grinding through the sandbag.
I knew that was going to be my weakest point. So
I was about to ask, like, so this workout, like the other three coming up, was this one that you were more apprehensive about, less so?
Yeah, definitely. The gymnastics I love, so quite happy with the gymnastics.
An event win here,
Yeah.
sets you up really nicely for the rest of the week.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Nice. Well, all the best. Take care.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jason, there with an athlete interview. From what I take as a winner. We're really sorry we don't have everybody's names in lists and stuff because they're all outside.
should be much easier when they're back in. These guys, British Teens and Masters, have gone to a lot of trouble to give the athletes some beautiful name plaques. So we'll know the athletes by name. If they're wearing their athlete T-shirt, super helpful because they've got their names on the back. That was 50 to 54-year-olds. Interview with our female winner there. 50 to 54-year-old males. Andrew Clark, Dragon CrossFit. Carl Glynn, individual entry. Nick Candola, CrossFit Rayleigh. Simon Kane, Ucklefield. I'm going with that. Spencer Mitchell, lots of love
I thought
for
you
him.
were asking me. I thought you'd said it wrong. No, it's Uckfield.
Uckfield. Toby Smith, X-Lab Worthing. Wants to watch. Carl Glynn and Nick Candola both have aged up from the 45 to 49 category from last year. Qualified in second and third, respectively. So they're brand new to the 50 to 54-year-old age category. That's going to be a good battle to watch. Both aged up. Nick Candola was actually last year's 45 to 49-year-old champion. So really interested to see how he gets on. So next on the field, we have our 55 to 59-year-old athletes. Sandbag goes back down to 30 kilograms for females and 40 kilograms for males. Good. On the ground team has been down there since 8 a.m. this morning. Going to show them a bit of love in the comments. Doing an excellent job off their mobile phones. Trying to get you as much footage as they can. I love this category, Sam.
Why do you love this one particularly?
I really do.
More than any other. Is
Yeah,
that because David Doig is in here?
David Doig and his wife, Charlotte Doig, is
Yeah,
also
buddy.
in there. So these guys, husband and wife team, are both starting at the same time. I don't know whether they're training partners. I'm presuming they might well train together.
Do you know their son also does CrossFit too?
That's amazing.
He competed in a team at Strength in Debt 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Family
True story.
activities.
Or maybe individual. He was definitely there.
So this category is just full of experience. So I'm going to start with the males. Males 55 to 59. Andy Byron, JST athlete. Another one who has aged up. So last year, Andy podiumed, finished second in the 50 to 54 category. So moving into that 55-year-old category, I'm sure he is looking to gain that first place. He has qualified in first, so I'm sure he will be looking to capitalise on that. First Open was in 2016, and age group online qualified 74. I'll try and get this right, David. David Maunder, independent, 2018. Competed in every Open since 2018. Qualified top 10% 4 times in a row. So he's age group online qualifier for 4 consecutive years. Finishing 131 in this year's AGOQ. David Doink, individual. 2015 was his first Open. 112 in 2022 in the age group online qualifier. Mick Nolan of CrossFit Buntingford, that is just down the road from me and Sam. We didn't actually know a CrossFit Buntingford existed.
No, I didn't, but apparently it does.
Yeah. So Mick, come and see us, just in case one of us needs a lift home, because we're just down the road from you. Taken part in 5 Opens, qualified in 4th for this event. Good luck, Mick. Mick Nolan.
That is Charlotte Doig running across your camera now.
Charlotte Doig, independent athlete, qualified in 2nd, is a returning athlete. Returning athlete from last year. Have to guess at what position Charlotte took last year?
I'm going to go with first.
She was indeed first. She was first. Next male competitor is Phil Mitchell.
Are you joking?
No. It's Phil Mitchell. CrossFit back. Jason's down there. Jason must know Phil Mitchell. Oh, try not to think of really poor EastEnder jokes. But Phil Mitchell is competing this weekend. Probably in the appropriate age category as well, 55 to 59.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reckon his brother Grant might be coming up.
Do you know what? That went through my head and I stopped myself saying it. But
I'm there. I'm sure it's nothing he's never heard before.
Stephen Tedeschi. Again, Stephen, I'm very sorry if I've got that wrong. Out of Unit 22. I believe Unit 22 is Northampton. Other athlete out of Unit 22, as well as being a JST athlete, I believe is Ed Cook, who I haven't seen this weekend. Would you just check the 16 to 17-year-old scoreboard? Sorry, 18 to 21. Currently sitting in 2nd, Ed Cook, High Performance CrossFit or JST. Good, excellent young athlete. Stephen Tedeschi, back to the 55 to 59-year-old males. First Open in 2017. Females, this is stacked. Bernadette Addis, R10 CrossFit. Qualified in 4th, 8 Opens. Age group online qualifier, 206th position in 2021, 190th this year. Charlotte Doig, qualified in 2nd, is last year's reigning champion in this age category. Jill McIntyre from Worktop CrossFit, 9 Opens. A couple of our Masters athletes coming in.
Come back in a minute.
Well,
That's Matt Tyler coming back in. He's 30 to 35 age, 30 to 34, sorry.
Defiant co-athlete. Was getting some love on the comments when he was out there earlier. We'll get him in a minute. And final athlete for the female 55 to 59 is Kathy Thompson, R10 RH10 CrossFit, qualified in 3rd, 6 Opens under her belt. Really starting to see that. How long CrossFit's been a part of the UK sports scene with some of these Masters athletes with up to 10 Opens. You know, we're looking at some of these athletes really being at the very start of CrossFit even being a thing. So great. You know, I'd say to any teen athletes that are here, go and speak to people in different categories. I know it's teenagers and they don't necessarily
speak to them.
Go and speak to these guys. They've been around in your sport for years.
Years
Lots
and
of
years.
Years and years. They'll know things about this sport that you
Charlotte Doig there.
holding that sandbag low. I can imagine allowing her to breathe a little bit better.
Well, yeah. Well, Connor was saying that actually keeping it on his shoulder was not a good thing to do. He was able to take his arms out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd argue it's probably the best position to be. You don't really want to be. It lets you breathe. You don't want to be sort of bear hugging it. You're squashing your diaphragm. But Charlotte seemingly going for a bit of a lower stance there on the upper thigh.
I mean, anatomically, if you have long arms and you can carry it like that, and it's not going to... David?
There's her husband, David.
Who's in the lead? Charlotte.
No, it looks
That
like
is
David.
a lovely sandbag. Look at that, Sam.
Is that on the left of David? I don't know who that is.
Easy work.
David switches shoulders. See, that's interesting because I don't think it's necessary.
You don't need to switch
shoulders. If you've just got one really strong shoulder, you happen to be, I don't know, an archer.
Yeah, that's the sport I would have gone for.
Archer. If you're an archer, then you've probably got one really big shoulder.
Good again. I would personally stick to one shoulder.
I think so. It's less shuffling the bag, isn't it?
Unless you're going to do singles. If you're going to do singles, you know, and it really is fatiguing you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd still go just that single shoulder. Everyone has a preferred shoulder, right? So that's where I'd be going.
Can see some of the younger athletes warming up for their WOD number 2. A very short interlude really between our final categories that are going to finish out on event 1 and the 13 to 15-year-olds being back inside the gym. Good time to go through WOD 2, Sam?
I reckon so.
Let's. So WOD 2 is Steamroller. Good name. 7-minute time cap. There we go for you guys at home. Sam's just sharing it. 7-minute time cap, 60 double unders, 21 overhead squats, 21 toes to bar, 60 double unders, 15 overhead squats, 15 toes to bar, 60 double unders, 9 overhead squats, 9 toes to bar. Or there is the option for some of the categories that are towards the back end of our masters groups for toes to rings, shoulder mobility, previous shoulder injuries. I think we'll see some of our categories opting for the rings on that. 7 minutes, Sam. How do we feel about this one?
I'm going to say that's pretty speedy. And the 18 to 21-year-olds, I believe, have an extra, or the 18 to 55s have an extra 6 reps to do on the end. So it is 21, 15, 9, and then 6.
On
the back end of that.
And still with a 7-minute time cap?
Correct.
Well, my question would be, are we going to see any of those younger categories go unbroken?
I think they'd be daft if they did.
Nathan Bland did say he was going to go unbroken. I would say.
I'm going to say that's probably a bad idea.
I would say
21. I suppose it depends though, because what are the weights? Overhead squats.
Yeah, it's going to be a fine weight for them to move, I think.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. So let's go.
Yeah, so there you have, you're correct. You've got those 6 extra overhead squats. I don't think those, for that particular category, those weights, it's going to be...
So it's for 18 to 44-year-olds.
42.5 kilograms on your overhead
42 and a half,
squats.
and you've got your 6 overhead squats and 6 toaster bars come in as well. Jason's camera focusing on Charlotte Doig now.
Go on, Charlotte. It looks like the grass is quite long out there as well to scoop
wet.
under.
Yeah, it looks wet.
A couple of people have come back and said they've got very wet feet. They were told in the athlete some of the teens acting up.
I'm glad we don't have a camera over there right now.
This is... Well, we've got one of the teens. You are somebody who's thinking they can go unbroken on the next WOD. Oh, see?
Is that Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan.
Nathan, I think you might need to rethink your strategy. Okay? Nah. I'm invincible, mate. I'm invincible. Okay. Yeah, so what he's saying is the only way he's going to go not going to go unbroken is if he trips on the dub. That's fair enough. You know yourself, mate.
Yeah, confident with it.
That's it.
Good man. Yeah. 110. I'm excited. More than
110%.
Look at these teens. These teens, they're buzzing off this atmosphere. It's really great to see. And all nice kids, really nice kids.
I think he might go broken.
I think he's going unbroken.
Or break himself.
he's looking like very excited.
We got it. Well, it looks like we're coming to the end, or we've hit the time cap on
I imagine this might be the time cap.
55 pluses. Is it 55 to 59? It is.
Yeah, so I don't think we had any athletes finish.
We've still got some runners.
Nope, still going.
I might try and get a little time cap. Try and get a little timer so that we know where we are. I wonder where the clock is in here.
The clock is in here, but I don't think they use. I think Zach has one on the front of his DJ. I think Pierce wants to chat. Pierce is a 14 to 15 category.
Yeah, you can have a chat with Pierce if you like.
Shall we? I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah, go and see see what he's up to. Claire off, just going to check if Pierce wants to come in for a chat. He is. Yeah, Claire, you jump in here. We'll get Pierce in your chair.
Hi guys, another athlete interview for you. Pierce Gehring, have I got that right, Pierce?
Yep, that's
brilliant.
all good.
Pierce Gehring out of CrossFit West Country.
Correct.
Good. So Pierce is a 14 to 15-year-old age category. How's the first? Pierce.
Cover after it, but glad I got the win on that one.
Good. Yeah, excellent. Good start for you, Pierce. And you're coming off a really successful Open, 15th in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
That's really close to qualifying for the games.
Yeah, I was absolutely gutted when I was 5 spots off, but next year in the big age group.
Next year. And do you stay in the same age category?
No.
You move up.
Yeah.
You move up. So this weekend's going to be really, really positive for you.
Yeah.
Really good. How are you feeling about the next event?
Very fast one. They're all quite fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just go all out, I think. Send it.
Now, this is the second teenager, guys, that we've said is going to go all out, talking about going unbroken. I think good luck. Stay strong. you think you're going for?
I'm gonna try 117. Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see how
Guys,
that goes.
this event tomorrow, part B of event number 3, is going to be epic. These teenagers are throwing some huge numbers around that they're going to try, and can't wait for that one. Pierce, well done on your event win, and good luck the rest of the weekend, and we'll catch up with you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're watching you closely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pierce. Cheers, mate.
Sorry, everyone. We had a very slight technical difficulty there midway through that, but we are back. We managed to get it back. We're back.
Final category, 60 to 64s. More fit aid coming in. Need to recruit some more of these teenagers to bring in us fit aids.
Fit aid. Get your fit aid, everybody.
Yeah, fit aid have been a really massive contributor to this event. So thank them. Guys that are in house and watching this, head over there. Loads and loads of new flavours. Crouch is over there with Zach.
Even if you're not in house, if you go to the Fit Aid website, in fact, if you Google it, I'm pretty sure they are at least doing free delivery at the moment.
Energy and athlete recovery. Go and log on to Fit Aid. 60 to 64-year-old category. So, this is interesting. This couldn't run as a category last year because there were no athletes entered. So it's fantastic on the male side. So this was a male category that was not able to run last year. And this year we have three athletes in the 60 to 64 males.
2 athletes, unfortunately,
Oh,
Claire. We had a withdrawal.
withdrawn?
I can't tell you, but I can tell you we only have 2.
Jerry Domanski, and he is from Poland, CrossFit Watford. Well known for
Jerzy.
CrossFit boxing in Poland.
Jerzy.
And Peter Edwards, CrossFit Shaftesbury. So unfortunately, Del Time, who was the new CrossFit box at Bath, withdrew, but was 138th in the age group online qualifier this year. I think we've got another athlete interview just while these ladies look like they're running as a super team. Yeah, well done, ladies. Keep each other going.
Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah.
A 60-plus team category.
I love it.
Love it.
I think we've got Matt Tyler from Divine Company coming in.
We have.
I'm going to swap out, and Matt's going to hop in for a second.
We have.
So bear with us
Come
while we
in,
do a quick
take a seat.
changeover.
Take a seat. was a big sigh.
This is a setup. We're not going on the
It's
other
all
way.
right, isn't it, mate? It's all right. Let me turn the music down and we'll. Oh, hello. That's what I want to do. Turn the music. Okay, there we go. So what are you saying, mate? How are we getting on?
All right.
You walked in. So the reason you're over here, you walked in, and you were holding your hamstrings. What was that? What was that about?
That sandbag is just for me on that workout. I'm not the strongest runner, so I knew I had to push the sandbag. So I went touch and go on the sandbag, which was okay. It wasn't my plan in the warm-up area when I actually felt what the 60-kilo sandbag was like. It was like
pretty spicy, right?
And we've got a 50 at our gym, but I think it's our 50 actually only weighs about 46.
Because you chucked in so much, all the sand's come out.
So the plan was go touch and go. The warm-up area told me not to go touch and go. But then when I strapped my belt on outside and 3, 2, 1 go, it was like,
I'm going touch and go, yeah.
touch and go now. So yeah, just my hamstrings, man, just all that hinging and that hinging with the running. But that was probably the workout I was most nervous about coming in, because I'm not a strong runner. So I was happy with the result of it, basically.
Okay, and you are currently. Where are we? You are currently sat in first place.
Just one event, though, isn't it?
Just one event. I mean, let's stop now. You win. There you go. Done.
That's it.
Yeah, first event. How are you feeling about the next few events?
Yeah, good.
The next one, obviously, is a bit of gymnastics, a bit of overhead squatting.
We'll definitely stretch the hamstrings off, wouldn't it? Those toes to bar.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, well, I think the time caps are quite aggressive for all of the workouts. So I think we saw with that first one, only one person finished it out of all of the age groups, all of the heats. So I think, it's a fair bit of work. It looks like it's a bit of a sprinty one, but it's a 7-minute time cap. So it's not going to be a sprinty one. So I think you've got to kind of ball it a little bit and play your game.
Yeah. I think, I suppose I would expect you guys to be sprinting for 7 minutes. Really?
Like sprint.
Well, not like flat out sprint.
Yeah, I think
all right, it's not a 2-minute,
No, but I think you've got workout 4 tomorrow that is like it's a sprint, right?
Yeah.
That's like 95% as like from the off.
Yeah.
Where workout 2, workout 3, if you go too hard, you're going to pay the price in the back half. So you've got to game it a little bit and play within your strengths, and also obviously play within the field of the guys around you at the same time. But
because you don't want to you essentially don't want to do too much, and that's the thing. So there's a lot of talk. I don't know if there's a lot of talk about Z scoring and stuff like that at the moment, like where it works on percentile ranges. So instead of you could finish 10 minutes behind the guy that comes second, you could come third, finish 10 minutes behind the guy that comes first and second, and still only get 5 less points.
Exactly, and I think that it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. So last year, when I competed, we did a similar thing. That's last 6 go to final, and the point system was exactly the same. And you almost, I think, quite early on, myself and Sam, the lad who won it, we kind of separated ourselves from the rest of the field quite early on. And I really needed those lads to kind of help me out to bridge the gap, because I won, I think, the first event of the second day and beat Sam by a fair bit. But it was still just me and him.
Yeah, only came second, right?
Exactly. So there is no, even with the run today, like I got back to my sandbag and saw that I was about 50 meters in front of Ollie in second. I just chilled out for a minute. I was like, if there was another heat, potentially I would have picked up that sandbag straight away and tried to So there's that go, which is good when you're doing well. But it's tough to try and come back from when there's loads of points like given to like each place as such.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming over to chat to us. Come over throughout the day.
I'll pop over. Give us a shout when you need someone to fill some silence.
To be honest, anything to get Claire off the microphone is where I'm working at the moment now. No, I'm just playing. I don't know what I'd do without her, mate.
Mate, well, this look like fair play. You guys look like you got your hands full for the weekend. So yeah, I'll go do the easy stuff. You guys can sit here and do the complicated stuff.
Well, I'll leave you to your easy stuff.
Easier.
And work on this complicated stuff.
All right, mate. Cheers,
Bless you. Thanks a lot, bud. Take care. What a nice chap.
It's left my seat lovely and warm.
This is hot hamstrings.
Yeah, just as we were having that interviewing Matt, just had a walk around talking to a few of the athletes. I think the general opinion from event one was, I've just heard several times, not my event, not my event.
Yeah, but it can't be not everyone's event.
It's just about everybody I've just spoke to, not my event. So I'm excited for one too, because I think people are thinking, now I'm going to get into almost the stuff that I'm familiar with. But remember this, guys, if that wasn't your event, go away and do some running. All of them are saying it was a very running-based event.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So only 2 males taking part in the 60 to 64 category. But as I said last year, this was an empty category. So great to see the 60 to 64-year-olds coming out and they're representing Peter Edwards, CrossFit Shaftesbury. First open this year and they're finished in the top 22%. So only 8% off the age group online qualifier. Females 60 to 64. This is stacked with experience. Karen Rawlings Anderson, North London CrossFit, qualified in 3rd, has taken part in 7 opens. Kate Burles, CrossFit Bath are fielding loads of people.
Well, that's because they're a really good gym.
There you go. Qualified in 5th. 2015 was her first open. Kathy Upton is our first returning athlete. Kathy finished on the podium last year in 2nd position. Qualified in 2nd this year. 2016 was her first open. So that massive amount of experience really coming through. I think we're seeing this in, I'm not sure what Matt said about WOD 2, but the teens and the up to 21s I've just spoke to, they are all saying they are going to go unbroken. And then you speak to
Matt was saying it's not a sprint, which I sort of questioned him about, because the 7-minute time gap, you could argue it's not a complete sprint. No one's sprinting for 7 minutes, but you need to be moving quick. If you've only got 7 minutes, that you're going to get capped if you're not moving quick.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between moving quick and being smart, right? And I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll eat my words, but I'm not sure how smart it would be to go unbroken on this workout. I think you might find, I guess, I'd probably, the 15 maybe. I'd maybe break my poster bar, because once they're gone, right? You lose your grip, that's gone. But
60 double unders is nothing for any of these categories.
For these guys, not really. But I think that if you're breaking, maybe break the 21 up into 2 sets, and then see where you are on the 15. Because what you don't want to do is get to 9 and for some of the categories 6 and have no grip there.
If you are in these young categories and you are thinking, which a lot of them seem to be saying, I am going unbroken, or I'm going to try and go unbroken. Guys, if you're out in front and you're sticking to that going unbroken, just look around you. Just think, do you need to?
Yeah,
use the
that's the
experience
conversation.
of the
That's the
older
exact
athletes.
conversation I just had with Matt.
Yeah.
He got to the sandbag and he had about 50 meters on Ollie, who was the second.
Yeah.
Take a chill out. There's only one heat, right? So you know exactly where you're finishing. If you finish wherever you finish in that heat is where you're finishing, right? I think that's a very interesting. Yeah, work smart, not hard.
Work smart, not hard. Good motto.
I think I got that one from Chase. My boy Chase Ingram, who has in fact been on the Plates That Chat podcast.
surprised not to see him in the comments.
To be honest, Jason's got quite a few people who send stuff out for him. So I was surprised. We might see some big names in the comments, you know. We've got Jason's page has been shared by all sorts of people all over the internet.
Yeah,
Siobhan, Brian, Hiller has shared this, I believe. In fact, he did a whole video, I think, about one of Jason's videos.
So.
Very impressed.
I think those guys trying to achieve something similar with giving you the access that you don't necessarily get through a what's the right word to say? A commercial feed.
Yeah.
That's led to favour certain athletes, or particularly with these masters and teens categories, to not really be able to give them the airtime.
So for those of you asking, is there an option to watch a heat back? Yeah, if you just scroll back in the feed, then you can go back. You'll have to find the right time. But if you're watching live, when it's live, you can just scroll all the way back to the beginning, and you could watch the whole thing again, listen to it all over again.
Quite frankly, that's what I'm going to do in my Travel Lodge this evening.
Are you actually? To be honest, I wouldn't put that past you at all.
Oh dear.
We've got some athletes still going.
Yeah, I think just talking on that. I mean, the ability to watch things back as well. Remember judges and people scoring and all of those things. They're voluntary roles. And having the ability to watch something back if there's a discrepancy or an athlete appeal, super helpful.
That's if the camera crew are doing their job, which I'll be honest, Jambo, Jason and Michelle have been doing a great job.
Guys, they've been down. Guys in the comments, these guys have been down on the ground since 8 o'clock this morning, getting every single category for you. On the ground footage. Hopefully, that's allowing you to see your athletes that you're supporting. Where did we get up to with our females? I think we've just done Kathy Burles out of CrossFit Bath, qualified in 5th for this event. First Open was in 2015. Kathy Upton, Functional Fitness Dundee, all the way from Scotland, is our returning athlete, finished 2nd on the podium last year. And qualified in 2nd, 2016 was her first Open. Linda Cunningham, I've got to get this right. I'm imagining this is a Scottish CrossFit box. Kirk Kintilloch.
Kirk Kintilloch.
Oh, Kirk Kintilloch.
Yeah.
Look, Kirk Kintilloch CrossFit. Oh, try saying that quick. Qualified in 6th.
When you've had a few too many fit aids.
I think I'm on my 3rd.
I can't have any more of the caffeine ones. Oh, we've got. Looks like we're coming up for an interview now with Jason.
Last year, you had to sit out with a shoulder injury. Welcome back. How did you enjoy all those rounds of shoulder?
They got so
I heard you. I think you're second to last. It was like, come on! It went up. It was great.
Yeah, it was hard. The running, the first time round, I thought, too bad. But I knew I had it. And then it was just a matter of taking with the sandbags. But it was good because I was saying, how far behind me? And I was getting shaky.
Oh, they were chasing you down.
They were chasing. I'm very, very... Thank you. It was thank you. So that's the easy one done.
That's the easy one?
Yeah. So we've now got the overhead squats, which won't be so easy.
I'm not sure if Lorraine and Kathy agree that was the easy one, but...
Running's not my thing.
Running's not your thing.
But they'll be good at the lifting.
They'll be good at the lifting. Okay, well, good start to the weekend.
Well, thanks very much.
Okay.
Thanks.
We're back in the game.
Your winner of the 60 to 64-year-old category, female there. Guys, that was our final heat from event number 1.
we will. Well, what we'll do. So what happens now is we will. We'll end this stream, and there is another stream on this page, which is WOD number 2. So we'll shoot out for that when we'll be back ever so shortly. So don't go anywhere. Do log back in. Stick around and
stick the notifications on for WOD 2, and then it'll give you the heads up there. Athletes here just starting to get warmed up and waiting for their briefing, and yeah, we'll be back with you.
Take care. I've been Sam. She's been Claire. See you in a few minutes.
See you in a bit. Bye.